If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Hey everyone,
perfect.
Welcome to Happy Jack's AP stream. My name is Nick. This is Pembrooke Investigations. I apologize that I'm a little bit off. I was mid-rant and defending an unpopular opinion, and was about to threaten to kill off 2 of my player characters. But everyone was saved by that because I have to be a professional. So here I am. I want to thank you for joining us. This is session 12 of Pembrooke Investigations. As mentioned before, an actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG network. And you can catch up on any of our past episodes at happyjacks.org/Pembroke, or any of the other shows that Happy Jacks produces at happyjacks.org/shows. Well, I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to some of my players who have some opinions about movies that may or may not be wrong. In this case, we're going to go ahead and start with Jason.
Oh, hello.
Yes. How does Silas feel about the various Lego movies?
I don't think he's into movies.
Silas has only seen the Lego Ninjago movie, and he thought it was pretty good.
He loved it, yes.
Okay. I'm Jason. I'm playing Silas Silvestri, the Satyr who has escaped the Fae because he's awfully fond of humans and has become an investigator with the Pembroke group. He's an investigator with Pembroke Investigations is what I was trying to veer off from, and I just slammed right into it.
It's okay. We're all fine here now. Fine.
Yeah. And he does some magic. The end.
Okay. Emily, what does Zoe think of the Lego franchise?
I don't think Zoe's seen any of them because she thinks they're for babies. But
Yes, that is true.
It's important to remember that I am Emily Vanderwerf, and my word on all films comes directly from God. He has handed it to me. And when I say something is true, everyone must agree with me. But I'm playing Zoe Browning, and Zoe Browning is a Fae energy vampire, punching people in the face kind of gal, and just a delight to be around.
Well, the second part of that about what character you're playing, that is all correct. Let's head on over to Blythe. Blythe, what does Analia think about the Lego movie franchise?
Analia really liked the first one, but likes Wreck-It Ralph a little bit more, and really likes Lego Batman. The first Lego movie's still better, but Lego Batman was really good. It was solid.
Yeah, Analia's on the list.
Yeah, no, I am standing by these opinions of mine that it is a very cute movie, and it definitely made my time in flying to Australia more bearable.
And why don't you give us a little quick rundown on who Analia is and what she likes to do?
Yeah, Analia is a nerdy half-demon girl who really likes science. And I am very tired tonight, y'all.
Yeah, I think there's some of that going around. And Jay, what is Benton's take on the Lego movie franchise?
Well, Benton, when these arguments come up, just says he was dead, so he didn't see it.
I was dead at the time.
I was dead at the time, so I don't have an opinion. But the secret is
With
he
Steve.
really
On the moon.
he really loves the Lego Movie. Didn't see the other ones, so he has no opinion. But he doesn't want to get caught in the middle, so he just says, "Nope, was dead. Didn't see it."
Fair enough. And how about you tell everyone a little bit about Benton and explain the whole cryptic "he was dead"?
Well, Benton was dead because he's an undead revenant investigator. And yes, and that's pretty much the whole story. He was dead. Now he's not. He hunts things down, and he likes to punch them in the face. And that's it.
Excellent. And I am playing everyone else, and my take on the Lego Movie franchise, which I promise will not take more than 30 seconds, is that I really like the Lego Movie, and I thought the second Lego Movie was pretty good, and we do not have time for the Lego Batman movie because I need to be under 30 seconds here. But here we are. And as I recall, we had just finished up an adventure in a warehouse with some tooth fairies and some face spiders and some other stuff that had run down. So would anyone like to recap last episode and earn a Benny?
I don't feel like recapping, but I just remember two characters have a movie date in this episode, and that's a particularly auspicious thing to be happening in this particular installment.
We're gonna die seeing Lego Batman.
No. Lego Batman 2.
It's somehow even funnier and smarter than the first one.
Yeah. Like all sequels are.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot. So we had 2 episodes ago, we got in a call at Pembroke, looking at someone saying there was a bomb at the Gleam factory, where they make toothpaste, and it is apparently staffed by tooth fairies. We arrived at the Gleam factory. We did some very expert, very smooth, and extremely successful investigating that all went off without a hitch, as I remember it, and perfectly executed. And then there was a fight that we didn't start. We were unreasonably attacked by a bunch of face spiders in people suits. Silas did some weird things, discovering the power of toothpaste, he says with a question mark. But he did manage to stop many spiders.
Did it work?
Well, he did manage to stop spiders. There was toothpaste involved. I will leave you on the correlation causation.
I stand by my results
of that. Zoe killed some spiders, which was great, and did manage to kill the lead spider. And I punched some spiders, and I killed a couple spiders. Analia went behind the machine, the big fuck-off machine in the middle of the place, and was busily trying to rig it to blow up. And when we left off, she was still trying to rig it to blow up while the spiders were all dead, and we were trying to get the fairies out, as well as potentially stop Analia from blowing up the factory with us in it.
That sounds like an accurate summation there. So please take 4 bennies.
4 bennies.
Blythe, you also receive 4 bennies due to an edge that you have, and Jason and Emily both have 3.
I thought you meant you were giving Jay 4 bennies in addition to the 3 that he already gets. And I was like, listen, if I only got 1 for Soylent Gleam his teeth pull,
Yeah.
I'm going to be very upset. I was going to quit.
No. I was giving a total there. I am a fair and benevolent game master. Ask anyone. So with that said, I believe everyone was still on the floor of the factory. You have Mr. Berber tied to an office chair with a Cat 5 piece of Cat 5 cable, shoved into a corner, and alternately screaming and passing out, and then and various other things. There's a giant mess of toothpaste all over, both tubes that have been thrown around the warehouse by Silas, as well as him being basically covered in the stuff from having been thrown around and willingly spreading it all over his horns as well. He is definitely on a minty fresh high. Analia, I think, is still elbows deep inside the machinery. Yes, Jason?
Is it okay if we say Silas has pocketed like a full tube of this obviously, magical component, like spell component?
Just one?
Well, I mean, just a dab will do you. So, like, that's,
Okay.
This was an emergency situation. So, like,
Gotcha. Right.
I don't want
Just-
a fire hose of toothpaste. That's crazy.
Just a small pea-sized bit of toothpaste.
Well, I mean, I want a tube.
No. I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, as in terms of a component, the way that you
Yeah.
use it to brush your teeth.
Yep.
Great. And then I believe that Zoe is back on the factory floor after having killed the giant face spider, and Benton is also there. So, what would you folks like to do?
As I recall, I'm helping with the machine dismantling by hitting it with a spider leg. It's very important
is-
work I'm doing.
That is true.
Yes.
So there's also spider ichor that is being kind of splattered around the machinery and warehouse as well.
Yes. And I am running to Analia saying, hey, I think we killed all the spiders. So maybe stop with the blowy uppy.
Haven't you ever wanted to blow up a building, Benton?
I mean, we can blow it up in a little bit, but let's get everyone out safely, make sure everyone is clear, and then blow up the building. But I just feel like there was some time pressure before when we were being attacked by spiders. That is,
Would the
release.
Tooth Fairies not like to take this over and make it their own and be their own bosses?
That's also an option. I don't know. I feel like there's room for discussion here.
You want the Tooth Fairies to seize the means of production?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm on board for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to blow up a building.
Power to the teeth pull.
I'm struggling with what I want Analia to do. Because I guess I should not blow up the building, but I was very into my plan. And it was going to be fun and dramatic, and then it didn't get to happen. And I'm kind of sad about it. So I'm trying to figure out what Analia wants to do. Because I wanted to blow it up. And I'm trying to decide if Analia is into explosions. I'm sure she doesn't get to blow up buildings very often, and she can do it on the company dime.
Well, I'm sure that there will be no repercussions if you decide to blow up a building.
When have we ever concerned ourselves with repercussions?
Yeah. What is this word? Repercussion? I've never heard of
Is
it.
that like a drumming technique or?
I don't know. Is it some kind of drink or a floor topping? I don't know. I don't know.
It's both. It's a drink and a floor topping.
This is a hard decision for me. I've never blown up a building in a game before. And this was my chance.
I mean, whatever you decide to do, I'm going to keep hitting this machine with this spider leg.
I've been thinking about it for like the last week since the last session ended. Like, I guess there are no more spiders. But man, blowing up a building sounded real fun. And I haven't decided in the entire week I've had to think about this what I'm going to do.
Well, I had a thought that I wanted Silas, like I think Analia had specifically sent Silas in to get the Tooth Fairies, like, hey, let's evacuate everyone. And I think what he would go is like, I know she wants to blow this place up, but like maybe that's actually a good plan. So with the like room full of Tooth Fairies, he's like, I think we have to get out of here. Are there more face spiders like upstairs, or like what's the deal here?
There's a whole family, and they sometimes feed on us, and I don't know. I'm not sure how many there are. It's terrifying. We only deal with the awful ones.
Do you want this factory?
I mean, we need to work to live. What do you mean? I don't understand.
Well, one way to make sure the face spiders are gone is to blow this place up.
There's a look of confusion that kind of washes over many of the fairies' faces, and some whispered negotiations because I didn't know I was going to have to decide whether they want to have this blow up or not. I have
Listen.
some agency here.
I'm a fairy. Let me talk to them. Let me talk to them about this. I want to make things happen here.
I also apparently tried to draw a spider in here last week.
I love it. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Just... and there's a very like sketched out one, like.
No, it really like brings the gravitas of the situation home, and I appreciate that. The artistic fire that went into that.
Oh.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and persuade these fairies to blow up the factory.
I would say that there is a heated debate in a language that you don't quite understand. It seems vaguely familiar. I'm going to call it Faelish for lack of a better word.
Okay. And let me just call my shot here. If I get a success and a raise, I can speak that language but can't understand it.
If they speak Faelish, do vampires speak Fanglish?
Yes.
I'm gonna roll persuade before I do anything, just to see what happens.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's a 10.
Well, that sounds like a success and a raise.
Yeah.
So you are going to deliver an impassioned speech about why they should blow this place up?
I'm gonna stand up on a nearby table and just be like, "Listen," my sorority girl best, and say, "We all know that capitalism oppresses us, but it particularly oppresses you, workers of the Gleam toothpaste factory. I am Zoe Browning, daughter of Oberon, probably, and I just found out
there's a big susurrus of the Fae, as you mentioned that your father's Oberon.
I just found out that I'm a fairy too. For a long time, I thought I was a human, but isn't it great to be a fairy? Listen, you deserve better than this. You deserve better than being trapped in a toothpaste factory. And also, I think if you help me blow up this factory, that girl might like me more. So let's see what we can do."
They are into it. I mean, just there's a little bit of confusion at the last part there, but almost out of nowhere, about half the fairies are wearing red berets and smoking unfiltered cigarettes and putting their fists in the air and demanding that this place gets blown up.
Yeah, and Zoe holds up a sign that says "Union" and goes like this and says, "Throw off your capitalist shackles, fairies. It is time."
They are behind the revolution. Their fists in the air. They're chanting. They're marching. They're marching out. They're singing songs to the glory of the proletariat.
So yeah, let's blow this building.
I like
Great.
how we all became union. Like we're all like pro-union. Like save the workers.
I will wheel the CEO out on his office chair.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
yeah.
Frank can
I
go
guess.
to hell, but yeah,
Oh yeah,
The Frank skin.
yeah,
I know.
Oh, that's true. And there's the body there.
yeah. Just in case he's not already dead. It's
Yep.
Hell
Okay.
doesn't need Fae spiders. You can go back to the Fae.
So you start wheeling Frank out past the Mr. Berberant out, past the Frank skin, past the shell skin over by the door, and then out into the hallway. Are you going out just the main entrance, or are you going to take him out, or are you not going to go into the office area and go out the loading dock?
I think we were next to the loading dock door, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were right there. Well, the pallets were.
Oh yeah, is that person still working out at the front desk too?
To the best of your knowledge, Edith is still at the front desk.
Oh, okay. Here, somebody wheel this guy outside. I'm gonna go get the Edith.
I guess I'll wheel her outside if we having checked in with Zoe and be like, Zoe, oh, okay, the fairies are in favor of blowing the place up.
Mhm.
Analia.
Oh, and
We're going to start our own collectively owned toothpaste company with that I am in charge of.
with a better factory than this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Better
Okay.
factory.
Better factory.
Do you
Cool.
hear the fairies singing the songs of angry fae? It's the music of the small folk who'll blow this place today.
As I head over to where Edith is, I'm also just going to pull the fire alarm in case there are any other people wandering around in this building that we don't know where they are.
No, you don't want to alert the spiders.
Well, I'm worried about killing humans, so I'm going to do that.
All right, so the alarm goes off, and you're heading out to take care of Edith.
I mean, help Edith out the door.
Yes, I'm
Not
sorry.
like
I didn't mean
take
to
care of
take care
Edith.
of her.
Yeah, don't take care of Edith.
What's going on? Is everything okay? What happened?
Well, it looks like there might be a small fire, so it's probably best if we go out to the, whatever your safety plan is.
Oh, of course. And she shoves a bunch of stuff in her oversized purse and starts to head out to the front of the lot.
Great.
Is there this isn't a drill? This is really happening?
It's not a drill. It doesn't look like it's anything too serious yet. Are there any more people working upstairs? Like, was there a second floor to this?
No.
Oh, I thought the CEO had come downstairs from somewhere. I invented that, I guess. Okay.
I didn't want to have to draw 2 floor plans.
Uh,
You saw how detailed one was.
oh, it's great. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just make sure she gets out the door.
Great. Analia, with no one to distract you and with no massive fights going on or anything like this, you're going to be able to rig up this machinery in order to blow.
Cool. Analia keeps going because, as far as she knows, no one's told her not to.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, we have encouraged you to now.
Yep.
Yep.
So
How
I think that everyone does their part. The fairies get out and free. Mr. Burbank gets pushed out into the parking lot. Analia is able to get this all set up with the help of Zoe hitting it with a spider leg as needed and necessary. And I think right about the time when Silas was escorting Edith out to the front and said, "It's a very small fire. I don't think there's going to be any problem." There is a gigantic crump as the back of the building goes up in a ball of minty smelling smoke and flame. Congratulations, you've destroyed a factory downtown.
Woo!
Oh no, where are we gonna get peaches?
Yep.
Exactly what I was thinking. So a few minutes later, you hear the sirens of the fire department as they come roaring into the place. Looks like there's two engines, and they get out and they make sure that everyone's okay and hustle them away and off to the side and start putting out the fire of the building.
Analia turns to you and to everyone and is just like, if they ask, there was a bomb, we saved everybody.
Yep.
There's record of a bomb threat called in, so
Yep.
Good. We did save everybody. That's true. Mhm.
Yep. We did. Everyone was saved.
And that is totally not my fault.
I really wish I'd had my sunglasses. It would have been cool to put them on while we walked away. It
oh
would
yeah.
have been great.
Oh, definitely.
There was definitely dramatic hair flipping at the very least.
Oh, yeah.
There was a
It
lot.
was a nice slow walk. It was great.
Yep, you got your trailer moment as you all walk away from the flames and the fireball of the once proud Gleam factory.
It's the scene that's been in the credits since the start of the show. And we're like, oh, that's the thing from the credits.
Yeah, everyone's been thinking like, oh, they just filmed that because it looked cool.
But nope.
Now it's happened.
It's like when they
So
say
my
the
dogs
title
are
of the
going
movie.
crazy.
Yeah. Roll credits. So that's that is that. I think that over the next couple of days, you can kind of work to find the displaced fairies a new place to stay, a new place to live, and a new means of livelihood. Their radicalization takes a dramatic downshift when they kind of realize that even though it was shitty, their only home here has been destroyed, and they will not. It's easy to miss something when it goes away, even if it wasn't all that great. I think we've probably mostly had that experience before.
We need to find them like a solid orthodontist office to help out at.
Hey, I support this plan. I'm sure
It's a
that
great idea.
you can find something like that.
Also, it occurs to me that my one tube of Gleam toothpaste is like 100,000 times more valuable than it
We blew
was
up
an
all the
hour
rest of the
ago.
Gleam. Yep.
We blew up one of the Gleam factories.
Oh, I thought this was.
If
the
it's a
only one.
mass-produced amount of toothpaste, there's a good chance there are more Gleam factories.
Local artisan
Yeah.
mass produce.
There are also factories in Columbus, Ohio, Rio de Janeiro, and Shanghai.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shanghai makes really weird flavors, though. They've got like tomato and onion flavored toothpaste, and
There's also a franchised one in like Mexico. It's just run by someone else.
Don't forget the once popular fast food restaurant where everything's made with toothpaste. There's only 3 locations left, all in Temecula.
Oh.
Do they give it
That's a
out with
lie.
the lime pairing?
they don't use toothpaste in Temecula.
Oh god.
It's just what the spit bucket is for, right?
Oh, poor Temecula.
I've been once. I have no
It
reason
knows
to
what it
shit.
did. Fantastic. Does anyone else have anything that they want to make sure happens at the end of this little mini arc?
I don't
Nope.
think so.
Nope. Just
Nope, I feel like there's something else we still need to find a chupacabra.
Do we?
Yeah.
Well, we tried.
We
Did
did
we?
try. We tried. We looked. There were no clues.
We drove around for several minutes.
We attempted. We poked.
We found out that she's a vampire, a Filipino vampire that flies around with her head off.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we didn't want to get into all of that, and the kid seemed fine.
The kid loved her chupacabra.
Yeah, but you know, things happen to pets and kids, and it's like a thing. Chupacabra's on a nice farm somewhere.
Oh, who hasn't loved their vampire mom? Let's just
Exactly.
Yeah.
So your mom's a vampire. Come on. Nobody's perfect.
There were worse things.
Coming this fall on CBS.
Her mom's a vampire.
How I Met Your
Your Mom?
Vampire Mom.
Dad's got a date with a vampire.
Nick.
I just had like 516 and vampire pregnant. Was
Almost fell.
Great. So I think after a couple of days of searching for the chupacabra, just started driving around, seeing if there's anything you can do. But like you said, unfortunately there aren't a lot of leads. You don't know what else is going on there. Finding the displaced tooth fairies, a nice home with an orthodontist who will be happy to use their services. And filling out all the paperwork and describing exactly why the building exploded and why it was completely not your fault.
No, totally not.
And why it was necessary in order to conceal the evidence and make sure that there was a insurance payout and that Mr. Ferber and Edith are taken care of and all of that fun stuff. I think it is Saturday, the day of the date.
Oh my.
Anyone have any preparations prior to the date that they wish to discuss?
Analia is struggling to figure out an outfit She is like, she's very into makeup and clothes and just does not know. She's like, is this too formal? Is this too casual? Is this, and she's like standing there doing the like, what if I do this top? And nope, that one, maybe this dress. And she's like, she's struggling. She's having a time. And she's like got her hair in curlers.
Zoe's been preparing for this her whole life. Like, this is literally the thing she's best at. I'm actually going to see how well I dress. Actually, I only just got a success. So, yeah, Zoe is really good at dressing for dates with boys. She certainly has a go-to closet full of outfits that she wears when she wants to look pretty. Yeah, but she's very like nervous and is like, I don't know if this is gonna work because I haven't been on a date with a girl before. You know, so she's like thinks maybe there's like some separate code that she's not privy to or something, as opposed to just like being a human being, rather a fairy being. And yeah, so she freaks out a little bit, but she finally gets on a very nice kind of sky blue off the shoulder dress. That has been known to get good results. She wore it on her first date with David. Fuck, David. Let's hope he doesn't show up. Anyway, we're not going to think about that.
Also, Analia has a cat. I'm deciding this now.
Okay.
And she's like doing this in front of the cat and asking the cat questions, and it's very much not responding. And she's just like, how does this look? And the cat's just like, bitch, feed me. Like walks over to the food bowl and is like pawing it, like, when are you gonna put dinner in the bowl? But eventually she settles on a nice outfit, and she does like a cute little flare skirt with a button-up top, and she has a cute little coiffed ponytail that's all curled and adorable.
Yeah, Zoe is like, I need to buy something. Like, she gets in her brain that she needs to like buy a gift, but she doesn't know what. So whenever they meet up, or Zoe arrives at Annalie's place, or whatever's happening, Zoe has flowers and chocolates and a tiny bobblehead of like Mr. Tooth from the Gleam fame,
Right.
and then also a Funko Pop of Dame Helen Mirren, and she's like, these are for you.
And Analia, I imagine you came to pick Analia up, and she's like at the door, she answers it, she's just like, oh, thank you, I didn't get you anything, and kind of like puts stuff away and like runs and is like, wine? And like has a bottle of wine.
I just turned 21, so I can drink.
Forget you're a child.
But thank you. This looks like very good wine.
It's a red. It's definitely not $2 Chuck. $2. Something else.
Oh, Trader Joe's. Is that like a wine label? That sounds really good.
Trader Joe's is actually run by the Fae in this universe.
Do you know Trader Joe?
It's actually run by Joe Baron.
Oh my god.
You have to be very, very careful of the free samples.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for the wine. I'll have to drink it. During the movie? No, after the movie.
We could always go on a picnic.
Oh, but I've heard that the Lego Batman movie 2 is playing, and I heard there was a review of it in the pages of Vox.com from someone, Emily Vanderwerf, who said it was one of the greatest films ever made. And the last line of the review was weirdly, "Suck it, Nick." And it didn't make any sense. But I read it.
Is that my petard?
I read it and I was like, this girl really seems like she knows what she's talking about. So I'd love to go on a picnic. I'm just saying we could also go see this movie.
I think, if Emily Vanderwerf says it, we have to go see it. I mean, her reviews are the law. Like, I see everything she reviews positively. And if she says it's the greatest, it's true. We could go on a picnic after the movie.
That's great. That's great. I would love that. Okay. What a plan.
Great. So I was going to ask what movie you were going to go see, but that's been settled. It's Lego Batman. Lego Batman 2.
Rolling a D.
Is there a name after the colon? Lego Batman 2.
Lego Batman 2. Robin's Revenge.
The brick rises. Robin's Revenge. Okay.
I want you to know, I rolled a D6, and Emily Vanderwerf gave this film 6 stars. So,
out of 6. Excellent. Okay, so this is a cinematic triumph.
6 out of
5.
Yeah. Vox uses the 5-star scale. I don't know how Zoe knows that, but she does.
Long time reader of Vox. Great. So you get to the movie theater. There is a there's a line. There's a snack area. You've got 2 very nice tickets. It's one of the theaters with those reclining seats, so you can kind of make a little. There's like a little arm divider in between the 2 seats that can raise or not. And the trailer starts to roll. The movie starts to play. And I think that you have a quite enjoyable time at Lego Batman 2, Robin's Revenge.
Somewhere before the movie begins, Zoe realizes she doesn't actually know how to do small talk. Because all she does is like just slowly like lure in humans, and they find everything she says fascinating. So she's like, like Analia will be like talking about something, and Zoe will be like, "I like trees. Have you ever like looked at a tree?" And then Zoe will be like, "What are you doing?" She's like mentally like beating herself up. But we'll mostly just listen and nod politely, because I found that to work in many situations.
Analia is like kind of surprised Zoe isn't talking more, and is like, usually have a lot of stories.
I'm just nervous, I guess. I don't know how to talk to people, and now Zoe's like, why am I admitting these things? I should not be talking about these things.
I mean, we already work together. We've talked plenty.
Yeah, but like, we just talk about work stuff. Do you want to talk about work stuff? No, probably not.
Let's not talk about work stuff. But, I like science things. I know that you are on the soccer team and very good at it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like, we talk about more than work stuff.
Yes.
I know you have a roommate who is definitely under your thrall and is probably not okay.
Oh, she's fine. Lexi, she's my best friend. Oh, God. Yeah, but she's my best friend. She made me Belgian waffles this morning, and they were delicious. Do you like Belgian waffles?
I do. I like putting strawberries on them, but they have to be like fresh out of the waffle maker, like as hot as they possibly can be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everything has to be super hot.
If you ever
like you.
So he's like taken aback, and just blurts out like a thing that she does not intend in any way, but certainly is. If you ever wanted to come over to my house for breakfast, Lexi will make anything you want. It's really great.
I would like to meet Lexi. I think that'd be nice.
Okay. We'll have to do that. And Zoe's just totally like, yeah, Lexi's cool. Of course Analia wants to meet Lexi.
It'd be nice to get to see your apartment and like get to see how you live.
Oh, it's a 2-bedroom. It's like roughly 1,200 square feet. Most of the furniture's from IKEA. I like to watch Netflix sometimes. That's how I live.
I mean, those are all good things. I live in a pretty small studio, but it works. It's just me and my cat.
Oh, tell me more about your kitty. I saw him, her, it.
His name is Lucifer.
Oh. Oh, like the devil. I get it.
Okay, take a penny for Lucifer.
How long have you been sitting on that?
I came up with that right now.
Well,
Literally right now.
Those are the best.
Did not think. I did not. She had a cat tonight. That is a new thing.
The movie over, Zoe turns to Emily and asks, so was that the greatest movie you've ever seen or what?
I honestly think it's going to win all of the Oscars.
I know, the first animated film to win all 27 Oscars.
Yep.
It's going to be great.
There's nothing else. Even the documentary ones, I don't see.
Yeah.
It clearly was based on real life.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're done dragging me over Lego Batman 2,
Are they?
I'm gonna flip over for a little bit, and we're gonna check in with Silas and Benton. The two of you, it is a Saturday night. You have most pointedly been not invited on the date, and instead, by fiat, you're holding down the fort over at Pembroke's.
Someone's got to man the phones.
Someone has to man the phones. So it's the two of you. Is there any topic or anything that seems like the two of you would be discussing? I know that there has been a certain ring that has come between you.
well, I don't know if it's come between you. It's my ring, and there's not really much disagreement about that. So,
Are you wearing the ring?
Yes, he is.
yeah, I've had it since the factory.
That's right. That's right. You don't want to take it off again.
Well, I mean, it fits perfectly. Why would I? Oh, yeah, it's this thing. Like, why would I get rid of it?
I'm just a little concerned that the ring might be, I don't know, evil.
No, it's just magic. This magic that's how you use it. I'm not going to
Okay.
use it to melt anyone's face off, so it's not evil.
Yet, you haven't used it to melt anyone's face off yet.
That's not my vibe at all, man.
I'm concerned that the ring is going to change your vibe.
Okay, let's go to karaoke and talk about vibe.
You know what? That's a fine idea. Let's go to karaoke.
I feel like Silas has been trying to get Benton to go to karaoke for months, however long we've worked
Silas
together.
has, and Benton is just like, fine, let's go to karaoke. It's fine.
Okay,
Whatever.
great.
Yeah.
The first round's on me.
Okay.
Excellent.
I'm pretty
So
sure
the two-
neither of us can get drunk, but
Nope.
that doesn't mean we're not going to try.
And I am a terrible wingman, just so you know.
I don't need a wingman. That's okay. I'm a satyr.
I'm just saying, I stink of the grave, and I am unpleasant to be around. But let's go to karaoke.
Great. What's the name of the karaoke bar you head to?
Well, wait, where were we the other day?
That was a nice one, yeah.
The like goth hipster or something. What was that
Yeah.
place?
The Seventh Seal? No.
No, I think the one that you actually sang and were hanging out was the Hopeless Wanderer, wasn't it?
The Hopeless, yeah, that sounds about
Yeah.
right. The Hopeless Wanderer.
Yeah, let's go to Hopeless.
Yeah, all right, let's do it. Let's do it up.
All right.
Boys' night out.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
All right. You head on over to the Hopeless Wanderer. I assume that Benton is driving.
I think we'll just walk.
Yeah, it was
Let's
close
just
enough for me to
Oh,
like
that's true.
run there
Yeah.
that day that
Yeah,
true.
we'll just take a little evening constitutional.
Great. A little stroll over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because then we can pregame too. I
You
don't know
can
what
pregame?
purpose it is because I can't get drunk.
But still,
Yeah.
you like the ritual.
Yeah.
You hear everyone talking about it, so it seems like it's important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. You're there. There is. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but because I've never been to karaoke, but there is a sign-up list. There's about a dozen
Yep.
people on in front of you, and a list of what song you're going to sing, and all that information. You two are able to find a couple of spots at the bar,
Mhm.
and wait for your turns and drink some drinks.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
That sounds about right.
Okay. Which one of you is going up first?
Well, I have to look something up, so I'm going to let Jay answer first.
Okay.
I was going to say Silas should definitely go first.
That could be. But what are you going to sing when it's your turn? Because I have to look this up real quick.
I'm going to sing Ring of Fire because, I've got a low, gravelly country singing voice. So I'm going to go with Ring of Fire.
Okay.
Oh.
So when I know when Benton reveals that he knows Johnny Cash, I sign us up to sing down to Jackson together.
Jackson. Oh my God, we're gonna do Wet on Jackson.
Yeah,
okay.
but the I'll sing the what's her face part
June Carter.
Thank you. Yes, June Carter's part. So
Okay.
That's so when they call Silas, they call Silas and Benton.
Oh, boy. All right. So let's get this. Let's.
Okay. This is great. I didn't think he would go up there with me.
I mean, I've committed to this. This is our night.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how I can get this ring maybe off of him, but I know the ring doesn't like me touching it. So maybe if we have a good time, get Silas in a good mood, I'll convince him that maybe you should just take it off and just leave it at the office for a while.
Was Ring of Fire a veiled reference to that?
You know what? It wasn't, but it is.
Yeah, unintentional symbolism.
Yep.
Okay.
Great. So the two of you head up on stage. I think Silas probably pushing Benton a little bit.
Yeah, a little reluctant.
Yeah, but I know he knows the goddamn words.
I do know the words, but
And
okay.
I'm gonna go through the motions of also trying to like Benton's gonna stand there and sing his part. I assume minimum,
yes.
And I'm gonna be moving around, trying to engage the crowd and just channel my most June Carter vibe that I can muster, and yeah.
Well, it sounds like performance checks for the two of you.
Okay, I'm good at this.
I don't even have performance.
It sounds like if this isn't an occasion for the orc die, I don't know what is.
What am I rolling here?
You're gonna roll, if you don't have performance, you're gonna roll a D4 -2.
Oh wait, I get a free reroll first.
And
Okay.
Oh boy. Is there anything else with my D4 -2?
your wild die. You still get your wild die.
Oh, I still get a wild die. Hold on.
Oh wait, do I have a bonus to that? Where's my character sheet?
Oh boy. Okay. Cool.
All right.
You do well, Silas. I really hope you do well.
Oh yeah, I don't have the bonus to that. Okay, so I got a 6.
I got a 1. Or a -2, whichever way you'd like this to go.
Not a pair of ones though.
Not a pair of ones.
Okay.
I got a 1 and a 3 with the -2.
Sure.
No, he didn't go up there and stubbornly start singing Ring of Fire, even though the song was Jackson.
I just muttered my way through Jackson. Just real not good.
All right, so the crowd reaction is not great. Benton's not really holding up his end of the song very well, and your antics are they just don't quite seem genuine. They're not enough to pull everyone along with what's going on. So there's a smattering of applause, polite applause, and people pretty much immediately go back to their drinking and talking until the next set comes up and start singing. And it's 3 people who all go up and they're singing Love Shack together and kind of getting the crowd hyped back up again after your performance.
Head on down to the Love Shack.
Mm. Tenru.
Yeah, it's clear that they have done this before because they've got like a whole choreographed routine. Aww.
Oh, puppy.
She wanted to come say hi. She wouldn't say hi on my stream earlier today, but she just had to say hi. If you're
She's
just
so
listening,
cute.
my dog is on the camera.
Aww.
I love
Puppy.
puppers.
Everyone say
actually-
hello, redacted.
Redacted.
She's actually gonna
Hey,
sit here for a minute. This is great.
Oh.
I don't know if she has a public persona. So
Oh no,
just
this
gonna
is
call her
Janet.
redacted.
No, she has an
Okay.
emote on my channel.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
She
I
also
see that
has an
now.
Instagram.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she doesn't want the circles to cross over. You know, the Instagram presence, the Happy Jacks presence. You know, just try to be respectful.
Like how mine is
Thank you for
actually
joining us.
Angela Watson. Sorry.
Oh, she's hanging out. She's cuddling.
I know.
Yeah.
She usually doesn't like sitting at the computer very long.
What a
She's like,
sweetie.
I want attention.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract. I'm paying attention.
Dogs
worries.
are too important.
So, yeah, I think the two of you sitting and listening to the next set, we should check back in with our date night. So, flipping back over, the movie has ended. You stayed for the post-credit scene, which was hilarious
Mhm.
and totally worth it for the movie.
Did Lego Sam Jackson show up?
Lego Sam Jackson showed up and was like, I'm forming this little group called the Justice League.
Yeah.
The Justice Lego movie
Yeah. You
is
know
coming.
how like in Who Framed Roger Rabbit it was the only time they had Disney and Warner Brothers cartoon characters. Lego Batman 2 is the only time Marvel and DC characters have been in the same movie,
Yep.
and it's just like it blows everyone's mind. And also like they've invented a new form of like filmmaking that will include everything. It's a really good movie. It's too bad that you aren't able to see the value of it, Nick.
No, I'm all about 2. I'm all about Lego Batman 2. As soon as that's out, I'm on board. I bought the merchandise already. I have my tickets.
Yeah, so Zoe is like, if you still want to have a picnic, there's like a little park just over there, up at the top of that hill. I would like that.
Let's do it. Let's get some. I think there's a little I think there's a Trader Joe Baron right around the corner. We should get some snacks. We have the wine. Let's get some snacks. Let's go have a picnic.
Okay, that sounds great. What kind of snacks do you like? I like candy.
We can get some candy. They have this really great chili chocolate that's just like a little bit of spice. It's really good.
You know what else I like? Sandwiches. We should get some sandwiches to eat.
Oh yeah, they have a great sub place. It's called hold on, no. How do I make this fairy? Fuck. I'm losing my fairy pun.
I mean, that's pretty fairy, so like...
It's called Pucklix Subs.
Puck bellies.
Yep. I was going for a Publix reference. That's better. Publix subs are great, and y'all from California don't know.
What is that? I've never heard of that. You know what? Never mind.
I'll explain the southern cult of Publix later.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry, I just want to interrupt for one mechanical moment here. Please take a Benny for Trader Joe Baron.
Yep.
Because that actually is kind of making me happy over here. So
I'm just trying to build our world here.
I'm for it. I love it.
Trader Joe Baron is like the just like the flop sweat, like desperate to make a good impression on mom, like brother of Oberon, and like, their mother is just never like.
I'm so successful. See?
Yeah, their mother's just never gonna notice.
You know how many mortals I've lured into this?
Yeah.
lured into here, and have made recurring customers.
I've lured
This is a value
100
proposition.
cars into a parking lot for 10. Look, this is.
Yeah, so I think they go up to the park and
Get some
Zo-
subs.
Yeah, Zoe's sitting there like slowly like eating her sub, like peeling the paper back as she goes, trying to think of something to say, and she says, "So, how's hell?"
Well, I've never been.
Oh, okay. Is that like offensive to just like assume you're from hell?
Well, no, I am. I mean, my parent is from hell.
Oh, okay.
But I've never been there.
Oh.
It was like my dad came and then, was like, oops, I'm gonna get this girl knocked up so that my child will be the Antichrist or something, or I don't know. I don't really know what half demons are supposed to do, but he went back to hell and then I raised with humans.
Are you the Antichrist? Because like I supposedly am like fulfilling a doomsday prophecy, so like we have that in common.
She's like, I don't think I'm the Antichrist, but I do think half demons are supposed to like help fulfill some, like when the Antichrist comes, we like are supposed to help. But I kind of like the world, so I don't really want to end it.
Oh, me too. I'm always like, yeah, I guess I could attain ultimate power and like rule all humans, but then I wouldn't be able to get subs. I guess I could have humans make me subs. I shouldn't have these thoughts. That's a lot. It's a lot to be thinking. So anyway, yeah, I just, I like we work together a lot, and I guess that I just would be like, oh, Analia is kind of cute. And then I was like, why am I thinking that? You don't like girls, do you, Zoe? And then I was like, maybe I do. And then I was like, well, she has a lot of different interests from you, like science and kittens and hell. Like those are things that she likes that you don't, and she would never be interested in you.
You don't like kittens?
Oh, I love kittens. I'm allergic.
Oh, well, we can work on that.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I just was so sure that you would never like, because I'm so, I mean, sure, I'm pretty, but like.
Zoe, you're super funny. You're super cool. You're super pretty. It wasn't a, let's just say it was pretty easy to say yes to a date with you.
Oh. Okay. I sometimes wonder if like people actually like me or if I'm just sucking their will to live. And like, I know we all have that problem, but I don't know. I think that I liked you for you. And that was like new for me and cool and good. And I'm having a lot of fun.
I'm having a lot of fun too. And I am glad you can't melt my brain.
Yeah, I mean,
it's very important that it doesn't get melted.
Right. Okay. Good. Cool.
So where in the park are you? Can you describe what part of the park, what it looks like?
I think there is a big fountain in the center of the park, and we are within view of that. But it's a very popular spot. So there are people all around. So yeah.
And there's like a moon up and stars, and you can actually see the stars, and there's no light pollution.
What's the statue at the top of the fountain, Blythe?
I am kind of drawing from one that I like used to go to as a kid. So there's like a really cute kind of like angel fairy type character up at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone thinks it's an angel, but like those of us who know it's actually like a popular member of the Fae.
Yeah.
Because the Fae has dominated this world at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's really nice and intricately done. It's clearly pretty old for like compared to the rest of the city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it stone or is it
I was picturing stone.
Bronze? Okay, so it's a stone fountain.
Yeah.
There. Does it spit water out of its mouth or its hands?
Has a trumpet.
Or something? Okay. Water out of the trumpet. Excellent. So I'm getting, so it's kind of like it's a big round fountain, and then there's like a paved section all the way around it, and there's like some little benches where people sit, and the two of you are sitting like that. And then beyond that, is it just grass? Are there trees?
Yeah, grass and trees.
Is there like a playground for kids, or is it just sort of more like an open space?
I think kind of in the distance, there's a playground for kids. But yeah, this is mostly just an open space.
Okay. And it's a lovely night, so there's lots of people who are out taking a stroll. There's some other people who look like they might be couples having dates, or also sitting on benches and just doing the same sort of thing. And I think that the two of you should make me a notice check, please.
Of course.
I'm gonna die because we like Lego Batman. You all to know. Oh, hello.
I chose something that could never hurt anyone. Lego Batman.
I got a 6.
Oh. I got an 11.
Oh.
Damn.
Analia, you notice that there has been a as you left the movie theater and you walked over to the park, you did your shopping in the park. You noticed that there was sort of a car that kind of followed and started and stopped and parked at the edge of the area. And you noticed that no one got in or out of it. And that's, seemed a little weird, but nothing really came of that. Zoe, I think you of course know that this is David's car, and that it looks like he might be sort of watching you on this date. And right about this time, the door opens. In fact, all 4 doors open, and David gets out, and also 3 other guys who you vaguely recognize as other lacrosse team members.
Mm-hmm.
And they've all got their lacrosse sticks in their hand, and they're marching towards you.
Good.
Zoe looks around and is like, I have to deal with this, but I was gonna ask if you wanted to kiss. So if you do, think on that, and I'll be back.
Analia, before you can walk away, Analia grabs you and kisses you.
Aww.
Zoe a little bit
very romantically.
Yeah, Zoe a little bit staggered by that, walks over to David and is like,
Analia comes with you. She grabs your hand and she's like, we'll do this together.
Okay. All right.
They look like they mean business.
I'm going to interrupt for just a moment. As you go into the kiss and have that moment, you hear David shout out, "Hey, get your hands off of her!" And you come out of the kiss, and he is running towards the two of you, and his buddies are following along behind.
Oh, I'm getting between them and Analia, because I can tell they have I can tell he's mad at her for some reason. He's had his mind wiped, and he's become a mindless servant who longs only to please one person.
What the hell do you think you're doing, babe? You love me. We're in love. What are you doing? Why won't you answer any of my calls or my texts?
We broke up. That's the
you can't
thing
break up true love. And he reaches out to grab your arm.
We got some.
I love you. Don't you understand?
I'm gonna pull my arm away. Are there some lacrosse boys nearby?
Yep.
I'm gonna get some brain juice from one of them. I can't remember what I roll on that. Straight spirit, I think.
So you're gonna try and drain one of them?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and drain one of them just to eliminate somebody from the field of whatever.
Great. So it's an opposed spirit roll.
Okay. That sounds right. Tell me what you have.
Well, I have a 7.
Okay, well, I'm going to spend a Benny.
Okay. I may
That was
also
even
do that.
worse. That was even
Okay.
worse. So I had a 5.
All right. You reach out using the mechanism inside of you that drains energy,
Mhm.
and it's almost as if you hit some sort of a wall, and it stops, and then it reverses, and it begins to suck energy from you.
Oh crap.
So you have a level of fatigue.
I didn't see that one coming. This is what happens to Zoe Browning in Love.
You're off your game.
Um,
The guy who you leached from, Chad, doesn't even seem like he noticed, and he looks angry, and David look angry, and he says, "This is it. This is it, babe. I know you needed some space, but it's time now. It's time for us to be together forever." And he grabs you again. So let's while that's about to
Analia-
happen. Oh yeah, go ahead.
As he goes to reach for her, Analia's gonna like snap his hand away.
Okay. I think this is an excellent time for us to pause. We're probably going to come back into initiative when we go back, but I do want to cut back over to our gentlemen karaokeists. Is that the term for people who karaoke, a karaokeist?
Karaokeist, that'll work. Yeah, that works. Party time, excellent.
So it's come around. Did you guys sign up for another round?
Well, I did. I'm not gonna make Benton sign up for another one. He did a duet with me. That's covered a lot of ground.
I still have Ring of Fire in there, so if I haven't gone on my solo, I'm still gonna do my solo, even though no one in this bar wants me to do my solo. Womp womp.
Benton, tell me high or low.
Low.
Okay. Is Ring of Fire coming up before or after Silas's second song?
Let's say before.
All right. So your turn comes up, and the moderator calls out your name,
Mm-hmm.
and you walk on up to the stage, and Ring of Fire starts up. So let's see how good you do.
All right, let's try this performance check.
I open with when everyone claps for him to go up, I'd try to juice it up a little bit as I'm not like going up and literally being hype man, but I'm just trying to yeah.
All right, you're trying to amp up the energy.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me a help roll using spirit?
So I just roll my spirit die?
Yep. And your wild die.
Okay.
In essence, if you get a success, you're going to give him a success, and raises will give him bonuses.
Okay.
For his performance. You're using the help action in order to give him a bonus.
Okay, I've got a 7.
Okay, that's enough for a success, so you start to get people a little bit more into it.
Though I did roll a 9 on that one.
Oh,
to the
fantastic!
Wild die, so whew.
Oh, and that was with the -2.
That's with the -2 to 7. Sorry.
Well, nope. You get the 9 because you get a +2 for his help action.
Oh, well, there we go. A 9.
So he kind of gets you up, and I think that what's happened is the bar was low because everyone remembered.
Yep.
Everyone remembered Jackson. So when you rip into, you get the real good gravelly base of Ring of Fire in there. Everyone's a little bit surprised, and they're into it, and they're loving it. And by the end, with a success and a raise, you are getting people are really clapping and cheering, and someone yells out from the back, "I love the Man in Black look!" Because that's obviously how you're dressed.
Obviously,
as well, you've got the whole cosplay thing going on. As
well.
He definitely cosplayed just for this. That's not
totally
what he would normally wear.
Just because he's gonna see some Johnny Cash. And people are loving it. They're great. So people are juiced.
Nice. That's cool.
Silas, how do you do? What are you singing this round?
Well, because I can't get it out of my head now. What's the 80s song? I'll be watching you.
Oh,
That's like kind of a creepy song.
yep. It's not every breath
Every move you make.
No, not the Sting one.
Okay.
It's I can't place it, but that's what it is.
It's-
I always
It's
feel
Puff,
like
it's Puff Daddy. It's P Diddy.
somebody's watching me.
Yeah, that one. Someone's watching me. Yes, that's what it is. Thank you. That's who's
Is there a P Diddy cover of that?
Oh no, that was thinking that he covered the Police song, so I assumed it's
is it Rockwell?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's right.
okay.
Rockwell. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So you get up there and you are singing it. Give me that performance roll.
Well, I forgot this. There's this stanza that says, "I'm just an average man with an average life. I work from 9 to 5. Hell, I pay the price." Like, I just love the idea of Silas singing this. Yeah. Okay, so performance check. And I'll take my free reroll. Okay, so 6 is the best. I'm gonna spend a Benny because that's, what I'm like.
Yeah.
Because you can't let Silas show you up.
Yeah.
I mean, Benton show you up.
6 is exploding. Okay, I'll take the 9.
Great. So back-to-back fantastic performances. Everyone is hyped. Like, they're great. You see the next person who's coming up, and they just look kind of like, fuck, I gotta follow that.
Oh,
and
I
then
hate that. I hate that at karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the word.
Because see, I'm not a good singer, but karaoke is for me. Is for my people, not the people who sing like freaking angels.
So they go up and they get into a rendition of the something's totally sappy. They go into a rendition of "Wind Beneath My Wings."
Ah, yeah, classic.
And it's not like super loud as normal. Any other discussion that you guys want to continue, or am I going to move along here?
Well, that depends on Benton, because I've said everything I need to say about the ring.
I mean, when Silas comes off the stage, we're like, hey, great performance. That was really great. I just want to, circle back to what we were talking about earlier. We're having a good time here. We're relaxed. I'm still very concerned about this ring that you're wearing and the effect that it's having on you. And I think, we should probably... I think it's probably a good idea that maybe when we go back to Pembroke in a little while. You go into room 4, and I hit the dampener.
How has my behavior changed?
I've noticed that you've gotten a little more aggressive. You've physically changed.
Well, okay, that was before the ring came around, wasn't it?
It's all tied up. The ring was all part of that whole situation. And plus, it's related to the coup, who we all know are not cool people.
No, they didn't make this. This is Fae. This is Fae magic.
Still, I'm just saying, they were using it. It's part of their jam. So, maybe it's a good idea for you to just leave it alone for a while.
I'll go in interview room 4 and we'll see how it goes.
Well, okay, thank you.
Rings.
Oh, excuse me, because I know I'll step away because I know Silas and phones is complicated.
It's the office. It's Terry calling.
Oh, hello, Terry. Benton, what's up?
Hey, Benton, we got a call, and I know that half the team is off on a date, but it's really important. I was wondering if is Silas there with you?
Yeah.
You know where he went?
Yeah.
Oh, great. There's been an incident down at the convention center, and we need to have some people go and check it out.
Oh.
Can are the two of you able to do it, or should I call another team?
Oh no, we're available for it. Yeah, well, let's we'll get our butts down there.
Great. I'll send you a little list about what's going on, and then if you have any other questions, feel free to call me.
Yep, just text me the address, and we'll make our way right now.
Okay. Your contact's name is Terry. No, not me. I'm still here at the office, but it's another Terry.
A different Terry than you. All right, that's confusing,
exactly.
But that's okay.
Good Lord, there's more than one.
Yep.
Then great. I'll let them know you're on the way, and
all right,
just keep me in touch.
Will do. And I turn to Silas and like, hey Silas, we got work. Time to go.
Okay, Nick, I have one clarifying question.
Yeah.
Was this the place where the bartender was hitting on Silas, or the other way around, but it seemed to be going well and he didn't have time to follow up on it? Or am I inserting Silas into someone else's experience?
So
I think you're inserting Silas into someone else's.
yeah, Analia promised to potentially get you to hook up with one of the bartenders and
at Ursa Major.
Yes.
Yep.
Different
that other
place. Yes. Okay,
that
I
was the
remember
other
that now.
bar.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's not the goth bar where the bartender was into Benton.
You're right.
Either.
Right. Yeah, that would have been okay too. Okay, that's fine. No, you don't hit on bartenders who you don't already know. That's a weird thing to do. Don't do that.
In general. Yep.
So yeah, I just like so that was Terry. You had your Terry voice.
Yep, that was Terry. Sorry, Terry.
Yeah.
Terry on the phone. There's something happening down at the convention center. We got the call. Time to go.
Do you know that you talk differently when you're talking to Terry?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all about work.
I never noticed it
Terry.
before. Yeah.
You know, you and I were like friends. I talk to you like we're friends.
Well, but I mean, like Terry has one voice. That's like the only person I've heard you talk to. Like maybe does he take a lot of your patience?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. It takes a little bit more focus in dealing with Terry.
Interesting.
Trying to get all the correct information is it's a little bit of a challenge. I mean, you know, nothing against Terry. It's just
you know, and he always calls you big guy or chief or something like
that. Yeah. It's just Terry.
Okay.
So Terry.
Okay. Good to know.
All right. Let's motor it.
Great. So you walk on back to the. Actually, I guess you walk on back to the office, huh?
I mean, I was just gonna actually grab a cab.
Okay, if you guys want to grab a cab, that's
great.
great.
We'll just grab a cab and get going.
Awesome. So you get in the cab and give the address to the cabbie and starts driving.
Mm-hmm.
And he turns back to you because there has been like a lot of traffic. And he turns back to you and he goes, "Yeah, I hope they get this strike fixed soon because it's just doing hell with all the closures around the marina."
What? Who's striking?
Strike? What's that? What's this now?
Haven't you guys been paying attention? The dock workers strike.
No, haven't been paying attention.
Half the docks have been closed down for a week. They've been on strike because they well, the news is reporting that there's some sort of a maintenance that's going on, and it's just standard being taken care of and all that sort of stuff. But I hear it from a guy that they brought in a bunch of scabs. They're working those slips of the dock without paying the dock workers.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's bad.
You don't like that at all.
No, we support the proletariat.
That's right. Look for the union label, you guys. Maybe we'll look into that a little later.
Yeah, it's been a real problem. The whole downtown area has been just kind of foobar.
Yeah.
Okay, well, get us as close as you can. That's
Yeah,
I understand.
Yep. Oh yeah, you got it. And then you continue on down. Cabby asks if you mind if he turns on the radio a little bit.
Nope, go for it.
Puts on a like a sports talk radio show, and you guys start driving down to the convention center. Meanwhile, back at the park, I believe we're about to go into initiative.
We're about to fight.
Gonna fight some people.
Could be a fight in the wings. Who would like first draw?
I'll go first.
Okay. Emily, that is 5 of diamonds. And Blythe, that is 7 of hearts.
Great.
And for me, 5 of clubs.
Wow.
So, David is reaching out to grab onto Zoe's arm, and Analia, I believe, was going to smack his hand out of the way. Is that still what you want to do?
Yeah, she's gonna step in front of, like, kind of do one of those, like, smack and stand between them, like, do not lay your hands on her.
All right. I'll just say that you smack his hand away, and he looks a little bit shocked, like, who are you to get involved in this? And he goes, what's it to you? That's my girlfriend you're kissing.
She broke up with you, dude.
She loves me.
She broke up with you.
This is true love. We're going to be together forever. She told me. Always. See? And he reaches down behind his back, but he pulls out a cell phone, and he shows you this text string, like a bunch of text messages. And there's one weird one that is written in kind of like Gaelic or something, and it flashes. Could you give me a weird science roll, please?
God damn it, Silas.
What? That's not on me.
You're the one who cast a spell through a phone. Nope,
I remember
rerolling.
thinking it was a good idea at the time.
I thought it was a great idea.
Yeah, I got a 7.
Okay. It flashes and you avert your eyes, but you realize that something weird has happened, as weird science is you're all about. And you got a hint of kind of a mental magic that was coming through, but it doesn't affect you. And he stands there and he goes, "See?" and looks at you expectantly.
Honey, she broke up with you. You're not together anymore. That's what that says.
He seems confused and he goes, "You don't know what you're talking about." And it looks like he's about to swing on you.
All right, well.
So I don't know if you want to do anything since it is technically your turn.
Analia just, she's kind of like putting herself between Zoe and David, kind of playing the adult. Because Analia is like 28, 29.
Yeah, to these crazy kids.
So in this situation, while she's not like old, she's older and is kind of like she's being very tall and demon-like, which I don't know what she looks like to David, but she's kind of standing there like, young man, leave us alone.
I'm going to say that based off of Analia's demeanor and general attitude, I think that she projects as tall, kind of nerdy librarian look in between.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. That's kind of what she dresses like, just half demon.
Right. But like those details haven't registered with him.
Yeah.
But just like that. Okay. Zoe, Analia has just stepped in front of you. David is looking deranged and angry. He just showed her his phone, and his 3 buddies are all kind of like standing there looking at the 2 of you with like angry glints in their eyes. And Analia has stepped into between and is trying to act like an adult here. What would
Can
you
I-
like to do?
Can I add one thing?
Yep.
Just she kind of like turns and is like, call Silas.
Sure.
Because Analia was there when that happened. So she's just like, call him.
Remind me what fatigue does.
Everything is going to be, all of your rolls are going to be at a -1.
Okay.
And fatigue is like wounds, but not generally fatal.
Okay.
You have 2 levels of fatigue you can take. If you take a 3rd level of fatigue, you are incapacitated, you pass out, or are unable to function on there. So a 2nd level, you'd still be up, but you'd be at an additional -1. So currently any rolls are at a -1.
I'm going to try to persuade David that we broke up. I'm just going to do a straight persuade roll.
Okay, this is going to be a very difficult roll.
That's fine.
I'm going to put you at a -4 because there's another effect that is interfering with this.
-4 plus my -1.
Correct.
I don't know how Zoe knows that's the case, but she's just going to punch him instead.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hey, enough.
Where is my other D6? You'd think I'd have cleaned my apartment by some point. But yeah, I think I'm just going to punch him. Fighting, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me find out what his parry is, so I know what the difficulty is. But go ahead and roll, and I will let you know from that point where we are. That's not the right book.
Well, I got a 4, so it might be tight.
Gonna fight the lacrosse team. It's gonna be weird that y'all are losing so many lacrosse games soon.
There we go.
Alexei Kuznetsov finally gets to come up from the JV team.
Okay. His parry is 5, so he is going to shrug off. He's going to avoid your blow. So between, I think, Analia being there, being in the way, and maybe still not quite wanting to make a scene, he just kind of like shrugs your punch off. This is the wimpiest punch I know, but I don't want to actually punch my monitor here.
Zoe
like
is
that.
at this point extremely confused. Like nothing is working. She's just so thrown.
Love sucks.
Yeah. Literally, I think she's concluding that. But like, oh, is this what being in love is like? This seems bad.
Okay. David like sort of turns a shoulder to you and he goes, "I'll take care of this, babe." And he with the lacrosse stick, he swings it at Analia.
No.
Good job. I mean, he's gonna hit. I don't have a high parry. It's hard to miss the tall, gangly woman.
6.
For my parry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a 4.
Okay. Great. So the lacrosse stick connects.
Good.
That. It whips out and it's looking at 4 points of damage. What is your toughness?
4.
Okay. So you are shaken. You're not injured, per se, but it's more like, did he just hit me with a lacrosse stick?
Yeah, I imagine she's standing there and he like whaps her, but it's not like super hard. She's just kind of like, did you just do that? Really?
Who does that?
That really hurt. Who throws a shoe?
The other three are going to move around Zoe, and they all are going to try and grapple with you and hold you. And you hear them say, almost with one voice, "You two belong together. It's true love." So why don't you oppose this with an athletics check?
Okay.
Y'all are gonna be getting we're getting a raid.
Do I still take -1 on this?
You do.
In that case, I'm rolling again.
Okay.
Y'all on your way to a convention center are gonna get a call soon.
I got a 3.
All right. I have a 10.
Oh God.
There's a mechanic when multiple people are kind of attacking one person. There's what's called a gang up bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a bonus to the roll. That's how I did so well on there. So the three of them kind of box you in and separate you out, and they're almost standing like guards at attention with their lacrosse sticks, and they've got their big gloves, and one of them's wearing the helmet. But they don't take any moves against you, but they have you basically bound. They have you boxed in, and they're holding on to you. So when it's your next turn, you're going to be able to have a chance to break free of that or reduce it to an entangled rather than bound, or do something else. But bound means that you can't move away until you break free. And there's another function on here, but I think we'll get to that in just a moment.
Just like every date I went on in high school.
So he's going to go on 8 of hearts.
Yeah.
Analia is going to go on 2 of hearts.
Oh, good.
And my folks are going on King of Diamonds.
Oh no.
On there. Jason, would you do me a favor and look up bound just so we can start to move on with what
I'm
else
on
is
it.
going on? David turns to you and Analia and he goes, "She's mine. Back off." And he's gonna, with the stick in both hands, he's gonna just sort of body block you back. Less with the intention to hurt, but more like a trip sort of an attack. So what I'm going to do is roll an opposed. You can oppose with either your agility or with athletics.
Letting me use agility?
Okay.
Yay! I don't have to.
Do you have no athletics?
I have 4 athletics,
Okay.
but I have a D6 in agility.
Okay. I'm going to re-roll that. All right, I have a 6.
I have an 8.
Okay. So he goes to hit you with the stick, and you kind of like catch it and take a half step back, but you don't go over. The block isn't successful, and he looks a little bit puzzled, but says, "Just don't get in the way of true love." And the 3 other players echo, "True love," and they start to move Zoe away.
For the greater good.
The greater good.
Good.
So could you give me a quick rundown on bound?
Mm-hmm. It is the victim may not move, is distracted and vulnerable as long as they remain bound, and cannot make physical actions other than trying to break free.
Okay. So, boxed in, they start moving you towards the car.
Oh, probably also worth noting, breaking free is an action. I thought it said a free action. It just said breaking free is an action. So that's...
Is that from bound and entangled? Because I thought it was a free action.
Well, it entangled and bound are explained, and then the next paragraph says breaking free is an action. With success, an entangled hero is free. A bound character improves to entangled with a success. So they're like stages. Like a bound is worse than entangled, and you can move up.
Got it. And with that distracted and vulnerable, you're also taking penalties to your defenses, and it's easier for people to hit you, and it's harder for you to get away. But the three of them kind of like start moving you bodily towards the car.
Nick, why could I not just like try to get a little vampire energy going here and get some?
You absolutely can do that.
Okay, cool.
On there, which is not a physical action, so so it should be okay.
Cool.
So that's them. So it is you. Are you gonna try and drain one of these guys again?
I'm gonna try and drain at least one. I'm gonna try I'm gonna see how many I can get. Just
okay. I think we kind of envision this more as a one-on-one thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying,
cost.
If I roll a 35, you got to give me at least.
Oh, sure, yeah. I'll do something. We'll do something fun like that. What I will say is, like, you have basically 5 magic points that fuel this. You've used one. If you wanted to try and affect multiple at the same time, I will give you that ability at a 1-for-1 exchange. So if you want to try and drain all 3 of them, you could, but it's going to cost you 3 magic points before you're kind of out of juice for this attempt.
Well, I'm spending my last penny because I'm rolling horribly tonight. I got a 5.
Okay. I got a 2. So
I got one of these guys.
So that's a success. You're going to go ahead and one of the guys.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 of them. One of them's wearing the lacrosse helmet.
Mm-hmm.
He really believes in safety. Are you draining him, or do you want to drain one of the others? And if you drain one of the others, tell me something about them.
I will drain one of the others. And,
okay.
I don't know how I know this, but I know he's clearly in love with David, and like they would make a really nice couple.
Oh, sure. What's his?
His name is.
Is this Chad, or is this the other one?
This is Chad.
Okay.
And he and David were having kind of a neat little flirtation until David met me, and then things, Chad would do anything for David. They would be just a great couple.
Okay. Well, I think Zoe knows this because for a while you were going to all the practices and you saw the looks that Chad was shooting David, and a little bit of daggers in the eyes that he had towards you, and just trying to figure that all out.
David was totally oblivious, but like a girl knows these things. But yeah, I get a level from him.
Great. So that I'm going to assume that's going to go to strength, because you're probably going to want to try and bust out of this bound condition.
Yep.
So why don't you roll that for me? Now I know that we just covered that breaking free is an action, but previously I had done breaking free as a free action, so I'm going to stick with that just so that it is consistent across the AP. So I realize we're doing that wrong, but we're doing it wrong the same way, which makes it now right.
Oh my god.
So let me roll their die too.
I got a 17, so.
Wow. Okay. Almost as if draining some of that energy was the key.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe preying on Chad's latent love for David. You are able to completely escape the 3 of them. So they have you kind of boxed in. How do you break out?
I mean, I literally just like lower my shoulder and like run into one of them, like I'm on the soccer pitch. And there's always one of those players who always calls it the pitch, and it annoys everyone. Lower my shoulder and just run straight into one of them, and I think he goes flying back.
Okay. So you kind of knock. Is it Chad or the helmeted one? Or
Yeah. Chad's fatigued, so I'll bowl Chad over, but try to be like nice about it.
Okay. He was the weakest link.
Yeah.
You do, and in fact, they all kind of trip over themselves at this sudden attack when they thought they had you boxed in, and they all fall down. Not like incapacitated fall down, but like they all just sort of trip and stumble, and it's going to take them a sec to get up off the ground after that fantastic escape and drain. Analia.
Analia's keeping David distracted because she doesn't know that Zoe broke free yet. But I have to roll the shaken condition off first, don't I?
You do. And yeah.
Okay.
Zoe, you rolled so well it didn't matter, but the penalties still would have applied in the distracted condition, but it doesn't matter. I didn't roll anywhere close to even subtracting those. My roll was so bad that even with my bonuses, you still beat me and knocked him over. That's fine. Just for anyone who happens to be doing the math and figuring it all out and wants to know that I'm playing by the rules.
Ooh. That was an 11 to shake off shaken.
Okay, that is certainly good enough. You don't need to, so we're doing that as a free action because it is. So you have you can take actions as normal. What would you like to do?
So they're kind of in this like locked, they're in this position. He's just tried to block her. She stopped it and kind of pushed back a little. I'm hoping this is a fighting roll based on what I want to do. I want to like kind of flip it and then like duck down and sweep his leg.
Okay.
And try to knock him over.
Okay,
and
so sounds...
the mind, it's in my mind, it's like she flips the stick out of his hands and like uses it to knock him down. But I just want to be cool.
Okay. It sounds like this is like a test, a trip attack. I would go for fighting or athletics for that. So what do you think? Like,
I'm doing fighting.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Well, let me roll my resistance because maybe you don't need to. I got a 3. I'm gonna swap out this die. I'm not normally superstitious, but
I'm gonna re-roll mine.
Okay. I'm gonna reserve that right as well.
Damn it. Okay, that was a 5.
Okay. I'm also gonna spend a reroll.
Damn it.
And I got a 4, so I will let that stand. Okay, so you, I don't think that it's enough to wrest the stick out of his hands, but I think that you can get the basic trip on there and kind of knock him down.
All right, so she's just gonna then it'll just be like she tries and she's like, all right, ducks down and then kicks his leg.
Okay. You sweep the leg. We got it.
Sweep the leg.
Emily, 5 of hearts. Blythe, 8 of hearts.
Shit.
Hi. And I am 5 of spades. So all 4 of them are down, and they're 3 of them are kind of tangled up with each other. David's down on the ground. He still has the stick. And you look over and you see that Zoe is kind of bowled the other one's over and is standing there, and you're in the park.
Analia,
At this point, you also notice that there are several bystanders who have started to like turn and look and see what's going on.
do I have my badge with me?
Of course, I can't imagine you would leave without it.
I
Especially
imagine I'm
since
not.
that-
I imagine I'm not. I wasn't wearing it because we were on a date, but I'm gonna put it on because it makes me kind of not suspect.
Well, I think that you had it with you because that made you not suspect.
Oh, that's
Otherwise,
true.
you would be a.
That's true. This looks like a librarian girl knocking them down, not a demon girl. That's fair. Okay, so
Pretty
never
much.
mind. I mean, she's just kind of like, she's gonna get down to David, and he's prone basically, right? Like he's knocked
Mhm.
over.
Yeah,
She's gonna.
Yeah, he's on his ass and he's not quite laid out, but like he's in the process of getting up.
She is going to punch him square in the face and try to knock him out. And then I want to call Benton.
Okay. Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Is that a fighting?
That's a fighting.
Oops. Oh no. Yep, re-rolling.
So
Wow.
his parry is a 5, we established.
Yeah, that was a 2 and a 1, so we're re-rolling.
Just letting you know.
One more time. Wow, I got a 4. 2 times in a row I got a 4.
Okay. Well, in the rough and tumble world of lacrosse, a fist to the jaw when the ref is not looking is not unheard of. And so he has learned how to kind of slip that punch so as not to get laid out, and you are not able to knock him on his keister further.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ready my phone and basically be like, call Benton.
Okay. So he is going to stand up.
Yeah.
And is going to call you a name that
Right.
but not a Mr. Psycho name, but the other one, and lash out and try and knock you down.
Okay. I'm hoping that my phone is dialing so that if I do get hit, Benton will hear it.
Yeah, as a free action, you said call Benton, and the phone started going beep boop 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 beep boop boop.
Bring.
Like phones do in
Yep.
the.
They do. They still do that.
Okay, 6, which I think is higher than your parry.
Yep.
Okay. Not a raise, so yeah.
I went from having 6 bennies to 2.
7.
Yeah, I have a toughness of 4.
Okay, so not quite a raise. I'm gonna spend a Benny because I think he's angry enough that he's made him angry.
Yeah.
So I want to see if he can do better than that. Squeaks by to an 8. Okay. Which is enough for a raise. So that is a wound. You're looking at a wound if you want to soak it.
No, I'm gonna save my bennies. 1 wound isn't the end of the world.
Okay. So the stick lashes out. He sort of whips around with the butt end, and it catches you across the cheek. You know there's going to be a shiner there. It kind of rings your bell a little bit. You're shaken, and you've taken a wound.
Great.
The other three get up off the ground, and Chad yells at Zoe, he loves you. It's true love. And that's the only thing that I could that's the only thing that made it okay. And he's going to take a swing at you.
Good luck.
7.
Oh, yeah, my parry's 5.
Okay. So he connects. 7 on damage.
I got a toughness of 9.
You do. So the stick lashes out. How do you avoid the damage? Are you just enraged and it bounces off and doesn't hurt you?
I just like flick it aside, you know? Like
Okay.
I just like grab it and I'm like, please. I'm like, yeah.
Okay. So you use one of those famous soccer blocks
Yeah,
to
exactly.
just knock it out of the side.
You are
It's
y'all
the only thing. It's the only thing you're allowed to use your arms for in soccer. We all know this.
y'all being such children, and now she's never gonna go on another date with me because this one's going really poorly.
Okay. I think we have one more time before we're gonna switch over and get that phone call.
I have an action still. I haven't
You
gone.
do. I totally apologize about that.
Wow. I think I can end this fight right now if you tell me how to roll on this. I don't even know if I can do this, but I'm just going to try. I want to see if I can take all the love from Chad that I sucked off of him and just send it into David so he can see how Chad has always felt about him.
I don't see a way of this happening. We didn't establish any sort of a projection for Zoe like that, and I don't.
I'm going to persuade David that Chad is in love with him because I know this now. I know this to be true. Am I still rolling again like a -4 on persuade?
You still are rolling, yeah, -5 on persuade because you're still fatigued.
Still fatigued?
Fatigue sticks around,
You need to sleep.
especially when you don't have Silas to cast that spell that gets rid of fatigue.
Well, I'm in a really good place right now, so
Okay.
yeah, I got an 11, even with the -5.
An 11 with the -5. Okay.
Wait, I got a 12. I forgot I had a +1, so I got a 12.
Okay, so tell me what you say to David.
I just look at David and I'm like, David, it's so obvious. I broke up with you because it was really clear that Chad was in love with you and you were in love with him. I saw the way you looked at each other, and I'm sorry I got between you, but it's clear that that's what's got to happen, and that's what's going to be. And you two are going to get married, and you're going to have the cutest little dog, and you're going to like exclusively buy super bougie groceries, and you're just going to like have a great life living downtown next to the park, strolling through it, holding hands. You're going to be little old men together. It's going to be wonderful. Just go be with Chad. I like this girl and I broke up with you. And that's how it is. And if this show were about David, then the song 1,000 Years from the Twilight credits would start playing as he looked over at Chad. And remembered all the times that they almost, like their hands almost brushed against each other.
So here's what I'm gonna say. Persuasion is not mind control.
No.
David is pretty firmly dead set against is pretty firmly set on having Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
Manipulated or not. You rolled really well. I'm going to say this is going to kind of give him a moment's pause.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm going to do is inflict the distracted condition on him. So anything he does is at a -2.
He's distracted by this music montage. That's what it is. It's playing in his brain. He's just like, oh, of course. It's always been bad.
And trying to process everything that you said, but without blindly obeying on there. So I think that does that seem fair?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And to follow that up, you have the 10 of clubs. Analia has the 6 of hearts. and I am on the 9 of diamonds. So, Zoe, you can kind of follow that up.
Time to go clubbing.
I want to turn and threaten Chad and see what David does to that.
Okay. Are you making like an intimidation check, or
Yeah,
are you
I'm not. I'm
threatening-
just
are you
gonna. I'm
putting
gonna
him
make
damage?
it. I'm gonna make it look like I'm really gonna hurt him, but I'm not actually gonna hurt him. Chad's just such a sweet boy.
He's such a Chad.
He's such a Chad.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna roll intimidation. Sweet. I got a 5.
Great. I got a 1.
Okay.
Man, my dice are not. They're not in it tonight. Is that five with your minus 1?
Oh no, it's 4 with my -1.
Okay,
but
that's still
it'll be-
enough. That's
it'll
still
be
enough.
1. Yeah.
Still enough.
Yeah, like Zoe just like stalks toward him, trying to make herself look as big as possible. Just like, yeah. You need to leave me and my girlfriend alone. And realizing that that's the first time she's said that word. And that's probably not true, but also it feels like appropriate for the moment. And she like goes to roll up her sleeves, but is not actually wearing sleeves. So she's like, yeah, you need to get out of here or I'm going to really hurt you. See, David, I'm really going to hurt Chad.
Okay.
Chad. You remember Chad.
All right. Cool. Chad looks like genuinely a little bit afraid of you.
He should be.
Not like he's not about to run off, but definitely looks wary. I'm going to take him out of any group gang up attack modifiers, as he's not kind of doesn't want to engage. So his action is pretty much just going to be kind of looking over at David and looking at the other guys and not looking you in the not looking you in the face, not wanting to meet your eyes on there. David got knocked down and almost punched in the face, and
and now he's realizing that Chad was always in love with him. He's distracted by these thoughts.
Oh, that's true. We did say he was distracted here for a
Yeah.
minute. I was about to say Chad. David sort of processes all of this, and you see it almost like it penetrates, but then like a spark of text blue flashes in his eyes, and he says, "No!" And he is going to. And he's going to try and trip Analia, and stand up.
What did Silas do?
For the record, Analia is just cursing out Silas mildly in her head right now.
Analia, I have a 7. This is going to be a resisted with athletics or with agility.
Careful, he's like Beetlejuice. You'll summon him.
I got a 5.
Okay. So David lashes out with his foot and connects, sort of like knocks your two ankles together, and you go down sideways. You're not injured, but you are down on the ground. And he stands up. And about this time, a couple other people have come up to see what's going on, and one of them goes, "Whoa! I saw that girl just knock you down. What's going on?" And he goes, "She's standing in the way of true love." And you see his hand go back for the phone again. The other two lacrosse players are going to try and box Zoe in again. Much less effectively now since Chad's out of the picture. Give me an athletics roll, and don't roll a critical failure. My dice are really on your side this game, folks.
Are they? I don't know. I've already been wounded.
I don't know. I'm fine.
Hold on. Oh my god. Okay, I got a 19. Not a critical failure.
No, not at all. You've your soccer skills and having watched the way that these guys operate on the lacrosse pitch, you know what they're gonna do, and you slip their attempt to box you in without a problem. You did so well that I'm going to give you you can make a move, like a move action to get out of the way right now, or I'll give you a bonus going forward against what they're doing.
Okay, I'll take a bonus against these two. These
Okay.
two yahoos.
Fantastic. Analia, you have been knocked down. David is now standing up over you. There's a couple of other guys who have sort of approached this fight. There's some women who are coming over as well. David just shouted something about true love. He reached back for his phone.
He's reaching. I see him reaching for the phone.
You do see him reaching for the phone.
Analia's like not really worried about getting back up, and kind of goes and does just goes for the ankles to knock him down so that he won't grab his phone.
Okay. Is this an attack, or are you trying to trip him again?
It's a knock him over. And
Okay.
Meanwhile, she's still like, phone, call Benton.
No, you hear it dialing and it's ringing.
Yeah, she's like,
It's only been a few seconds.
Yeah, but you know how a few seconds in life, she's like, please answer.
In fact, you know what? I'll say this. It rang. Benton, if your phone rang and you saw it was Analia, would you pick it up immediately?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to answer it in the car and be like, "Hey, what's up, Analia?"
So it rang, and you heard the click, and you heard, "Hey, what's up, Analia?" And that all happened when Benton. What you hear is the phone rings. You say what you say, and you hear muffled in the background. Pretty sure it's Zoe's voice. Yeah, you need to leave me and my girlfriend alone. Something, something, something. David, love, Chad. Seen how you look at each other. Muffle, muffle, garble. Like the phone is being knocked around on the ground.
Oh boy.
And so Analia now she's like, Benton, get your ass to the park now. And she's like trying to tackle and knock down David. And she was like, we're in the park in downtown with the weird little fairy fountain.
There's some wind resistance, and you hear something about the park and David and
What?
get here and that.
I'm just saying, where are you?
Did she butt dial you?
I think they might be in trouble, but I don't know where they are. Something about a park? I don't. Hello.
There's like
Hello?
85 parks in the city.
And you get to
I know.
help.
I want to. Where are you?
Oh, just
So
trace back
also-
the phone.
Yeah, so Analia, you don't have time
No, but
for
I'm
anything other
trying
than that help, but you are
Yeah.
going to go ahead and try and knock David over.
I got a 7.
I got a 6, so he goes down. You just keep standing up and knocking each other over and whatever. Do you want? Are you going?
I picture this more of a like, not like a full get up, as much of a like she kind of stumbles and dives. So they're both she's kind of on top of him now.
Okay. Kind of like you're gonna try and pin.
Not pin per se, just knock over, but she landed on top of him because of the way she tackled. It was very much a hasty, like, no, don't pull that phone out, and like dives and does that kind of thing.
Sure. The phone gets knocked out of your hand in that, and like
yes, that's
lands
why
on the grass nearby.
I imagined it was not in her hand, which is why Benton can't hear her very well.
No.
Right. So that's going on. So I believe that was end of the round, and let's hold it there for a moment and check back in with Benton and Silas.
Now, I didn't want to interrupt, but I have to ask a clarifying question for Jason Brain. What did I cast a spell through a phone?
Yes.
Yes.
You did.
On the meta level, yes.
How did it go?
This is how it went.
This is
well, I don't think that it had the intention that you wanted.
Okay.
Because as I recall, you were casting Dispel and trying to dispel the magical obsession that David had.
And did I flub it or something?
We didn't know.
We don't know because it's
right.
Yeah.
I told you that I would let you know how it resolved.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. I remember this now.
Ta-da!
Thank you. Yep.
and this
I love
is how
it.
it resolved. Oh boy.
I love it.
Okay, so the two of you are in the cab. You're listening to talk radio. The phone rings. It's Analia. Muffled help, and you can sort of hear wind and scuffling noises through the phone.
So I mean, I turned to Silas and I'm like, I think they're in trouble. They said something about a park.
Well, use the Find My Fiend feature.
Find my phone. We don't have that on each other's phones. I would not like that on each other's phones. I don't want to know where they are, but I will put it on hold and
I assume it's probably baked in because it's the Fae. So.
No, it's not. I'm gonna call Terry at the office because I feel like the office would have that, right?
Hold on. Now, so Nick, I don't know if this is something I could try, but I feel like Detect Arcana on the phone, which is a product of the Fae and connected to the Fae internet that they invented to spy on us.
According to
Right.
Silas's cosmology.
And if I did Detect Arcana on the phone that is currently talking, it's connected to Analia's phone, that I could draw the Fae line to where they are now. Would you allow a wild die roll?
Given how well that Silas's spells have worked using this medium in the past,
Mm-hmm.
is he sure that that's what he wants to do?
Yeah, he doesn't know that anything's gone wrong.
That is actually very true. I take that back. That was a meta question towards Jason, not a in character question towards Silas. I would say that I think that Silas would give that an attempt. What's going to happen? I'm not sure. But
That's fair.
It's going to cost. It's certainly going to cost a spell point.
Yeah.
As normal. And a roll.
Do you want me to pay an extra one from what Detect usually costs?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
You're sort of stretching the
seems fair.
Of the spell.
So I think it's 2. Yeah, it's normally 2, so I'll pay 3. I'm down to 7, and I will cast a spell about it.
Oh no, you're only down to 12.
12.
You're not down to 7. You're at 12.
Oh, boy.
that ring is giving you a pool of five spell points.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, well, dang it, I got an 11 on my D12, and I just wanted it to ace, but it didn't. So
you can roll you can roll again.
no, I only have one
penny.
penny left. It's for emergencies only.
Okay, so 11.
Yeah.
Well, that's a success and a raise. So Ben,
Yeah.
Tell me how this works. Between the two of you, did Silas grab the phone out of your hand, or did you just lean in and cast it while it was?
Oh yeah, I
while he was
just
holding it?
dipped because he was like, I think I'm gonna call Terry. I was like, hold on, whoop, and put my eyeliner on, and I was like,
and like reached down to the phone that was in his hand and
well,
did it.
Yeah, I just like gestured because it has range. I don't want to touch the phone. That's yucky.
Okay. So you
And then the phone
hold
should
you
show
hold
me
your
where
hand
they are.
you hold your hand over the phone.
Yeah. This map's open.
Yeah, but it's a different app than what you had installed before.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna guess that Benton is a Google Maps kind of guy. Is that
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh, 100%.
Well, no wait, he's been dead a long time. Is he using Yahoo? Is he
Oh,
a
no.
Yahoo Maps? MapQuest?
No,
Is he a
he's-
MapQuest
listen.
kind of guy.
He's dead, not stupid. Google Maps all the way.
Okay. So normally you have Google Maps, but
Is this phase?
oh, son of a brick, that's good. Yes, it is. I was about to make something up, but Faze, of course. Take a penny. you glorious
I will,
bastard.
thank you.
He's dead, not stupid. Sorry.
Yeah, that'll be a Happy Jacks merch next week.
Yeah. So your phone exits the call app, and you see a little icon that says installing
Okay.
and
What?
opening, and it's a green. The icon is a green square with a very fancy letter F, like a Gothic script F.
Oh my
That's,
god.
that's
What
on
did
it?
you do? What did you do, Silas?
It's gonna tell us where they are.
And it opens up into a map app,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't have any streets on it. They're kind of there's no, like, you can see that it's showing locations,
Mm-hmm.
but no streets. There's a bunch of lines on it though, that kind of, some of them intersect, some of them are parallel, some do all sorts of weird things. They don't appear as though they match any streets you're familiar with for the area that it pulled up on. And it pulled up like where you are. You can kind of see, like, there's like a building tagged over on one side, so you
Mhm.
know that that's where it's pinning you in, and
Right.
you know where you are. But it doesn't show the street that you're on. There are some other lines that are kind of nearby, but not exactly where you are.
Mm-hmm. Silas, look at this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that dot is where she is.
Okay, but how are we supposed to get there?
It's that way.
There are no streets here. We're in a cab. We're supposed to tell this guy something.
Yeah, just turn that way.
All right,
Please.
you direct him. I don't know what this is.
Turn here.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah,
let me
through the
let me
parking
get
lot.
over.
through the parking lot, across that lawn, and then turn right down the alleyway.
Can't
Buddy, I'm not
do
going across
that.
the
He's
lawn.
not going across the lawn. He can't do
Well,
that.
I guess go around the lawn then. Whatever.
You guys still want to go downtown?
We got to go to this park first, so we got to redirect. I'm trying to sort of just follow his directions, but we're going to a park where there's a statue somewhere. I don't know where.
Hey, I know there's a park with a statue. Hold on. And he turns and drives for a little while, and you come to the vacant lot that has some some grass and everything growing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a half a baseball diamond, and over in the corner there are some little statues that are made out of some sort of like found material.
Yeah, we've been here. This is not the one.
This isn't it.
This is not it. It's a different park. I don't know. I think it's
not, but looking at your phone, one of the lines does connect right to that location. So like you're at the edge of one of those lines.
Okay, right. So does that give us an indication of what direction we should go from here? Do we have an ability to follow it?
It's sort of like blinks what your location is,
mm-hmm.
and the line like glows. Like to use a human technological equivalent, when you first open up Google Maps and you tell it where you want to go, it's got like that blue line.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That line is glowing blue.
Got it. Well,
and
cool.
Then there's a little blinky dot where you are.
All right. We'll start directing him. Okay, just turn right. We got to follow this, I guess, ley line or whatever the hell it is to get us to where we need to go. And so let's follow the line because I can't tell you the street because it doesn't have streets on it or the names of landmarks. So this is how we're doing this while our friends are in a fight.
Now, this process has all taken some time while you directed the cabbie, convinced him to drive around. You ended up being in the car for a while, driving to the quote park that you had been to before. And then I think you get out of the car. Both of you give me a notice roll, if you will, please.
Okay, what is my notice?
I'll live with a 4. That's fine.
Ooh. A 5.
Okay, fantastic. What I'll tell you is that the statues, the maquettes, look a little different, but you don't really have time to examine them unless you're going to go spend some time doing so. But as you get out of the car and you sort of walk to the part that's blinking, and I assume you pay the cabbie and everything.
Yeah.
You can tell that the maquettes are different.
Got it. Cool. But yeah.
Back to the park. That is Queen of Hearts for Zoe, which is completely appropriate.
Everything's coming up Zoe.
6 of spades for Analia. And 9 of spades for my folks.
Good.
Queen of Hearts, what would you like to do?
How possible is it that I've noticed David's phone?
I think you've been kind of preoccupied with everything else that's been going on with these guys and convincing Chad and talking to David. I would say give me a notice roll at... I mean, it's fairly obvious he's not trying to hire it. Give it to me at a total of a -2. So that's -1. It's a -1 and then -1 for your fatigue, basically.
Okay. Well, this is not going to go well then. Oh, wait, it might. Yeah, I got a 5.
Okay, you can see that his hand is going back to his back pocket where he keeps his phone. He's got a hand around it.
And then I tackled him.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try and go break that phone. Just like bring my adorably high-heeled foot down on it.
Okay. So you're going to kind of run away from the
Run away from
the
the
lacrosse players?
and like I guess try to kick it out of his hand or stomp it out of his hand, or maybe I'll just stomp on it with it in his hand, and his hand gets stomped. Who can say?
Okay. They're gonna try and tackle you as you try and leave.
Okay.
On there. So let's do an opposed athletics roll. You can use acrobatics, I suppose, or agility. You can use agility or athletics.
I believe athletics is my best because I play
Okay.
soccer.
Okay.
You
I
know,
have an 8.
Yeah. Okay. Athletics is my best. Oh goodness, I have a 2.
So you try to you try to move towards them, and they actually do a move that they call the scoop and swat. You've seen them run it in practice, where one of them will kind of like get in front of you and stop, and then when you juke around, the other one kind of blocks you in. So you're not going to be able to get over to David.
Okay.
But you still have the rest of your action if you want to make an attack or do other things.
I want to make sure Analia is okay, and I don't know the best way to do that. Other than being like, hey, Analia, you okay?
But talking.
No, yeah, I'm just gonna be like, hey, are you okay? What can I do for you?
So this whole thing is going to be. I'll give you a free exchange of like four sentences back and forth, 4 sentences total. So one is, hey, are you okay? What can I do for you?
Okay.
Analia, do you have a response? Or are you like not even hearing it because you're involved in this epic struggle?
I'm in a kerfuffle. I don't think Analia is quite. She's just like. I think she realized her phone call was with Benton because she didn't even get to hang it up. She's like, call Benton.
Right, and that knocked out of your hand, and you
Yeah.
you heard him go like, oh, hello, so you connected.
Yeah.
But beyond that, you're not sure.
Yeah. So she's just kind of like, call Benton.
Okay, so she yells, call Benton again.
Yeah.
So you guys have 2 more sentences if anything else wants to happen.
I think Zoe's just gonna say, I'm so sorry, this is such a bad date.
And then she's like, it's fine. That's not what I'm worried about right now.
But yes, I will call Benton. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna fire off a text message that's like going bad, lacrosse players attack, and then drop a pin.
Okay.
I don't even say lacrosse players attack. I just send an emoji of a little lacrosse stick. It says, "Is lacrosse stick attack?"
And I'm like, what is this little picture? I don't.
Yeah.
Emoji.
I don't understand.
Don't
these
ask me.
days. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm not going to ask Silas. I'm also not going to let Silas.
Lacrosse
I find this
stick.
art style infuriating.
Not going to let Silas touch my phone again. No.
Okay. Do you want to take Zoe? Do you want to take an action? Like, do you want to make an attack, or do you want to try and do a drain or anything like that?
Yeah. I want to drain the helmet boy.
Okay.
I'm gonna call him Brian. I don't think we've
Okay.
named him yet.
That's Brian.
He's Brian. Brian. I didn't think he'd turn on me like this.
He was always the nice one of the group.
Yeah.
He's always just like a chill guy.
Yeah. He just wants to play his music.
Like Chad was always too jealous and Brian was like always there.
The thing is that Brian is really into Dave Matthews, and if you're into that, that's great. But like, he plays it all the time, and it's kind of like, cool, bro. There's other music though.
Is there?
And he like tries to engage you in Dave Matthews dialectic, like deconstructing the concepts of it.
Oh, he's like my old boss. I had a boss who
There,
followed David Matthews on tour.
there have been many times when Zoe has been at the house that David shares with these guys in the morning, like eating cereal, and like Brian comes downstairs and is like, "Oh, hey Zoe, how you doing?" And he says, "Alexa, play Ants Marching," and then he starts
Yeah,
the little dance.
he takes a step back so that he can enter with the bop 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 bop. If I remember that song right.
He's like, "Music just doesn't get better than this, does it?"
Oh God, Brian.
He changed his name to Brian Dave Matthews.
Yeah, he always talks about him like Dave. Like they've had, deep conversations about, it really moves him.
It's his tattoo that really worries me.
What does the tattoo say again? I forget.
It's just Dave Matthews' face and his lower back.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, really big. It's like
It takes up like half of his back.
and it has a like the medieval halo around it, behind it.
Mhm.
Big golden disc behind his head.
What a well-developed character. Yeah, I'm gonna try and drain him. What did you get, Nick?
Great. Let me roll. Let's find out.
I got
I
a
was
5.
I was so confused by this rich tapestry of Brian's. I got a 7.
Oh crap. All right. Well, didn't
So
work.
you can
Take
Benny it if
another
you want.
fatigue.
Okay. I'm gonna say with 2 failures like that, I feel, it was successful, but there's something that is hindering your access to their energies, almost like something else is already kind of filling that that lock. Like if you imagine you do like a lock and a key, and then you're pulling energy from them, it's almost like there's something that's already in there.
Yeah, it's the power of Dave Matthews. I
Yeah.
know.
It fills his soul completely.
Well, it's like
yeah.
they say when someone's trying to mind control you, you just have to think about one thing over and over and over, and you just got like the whole discography in there.
That's right.
I would do that with Green Day.
You hit shuffle play. Great. So that was Queen of Hearts, 9 of Spades. David succeeds in freeing his phone and points it to the 2 guys who just got here, and he goes, shows them, and he goes, "Look, she loves me. We're meant to be together. This is true love." And you see a little blue flash occur in both of their eyes, and they go, "Dude, that's true love." And
Oh my god, did I make a virus?
You did something horrible, Silas.
Oh my God, Silas. Oh boy.
and one of them reaches down to one of them reaches down. No, I guess he stood up. Okay, one of them puts his arm on his shoulder and goes, "What do you need to make true love happen?"
Wait, did he manage to get Analia off of him?
Oh right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was mistaken in here.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sure he still has his phone free.
Yeah, the two of them are going to the 2 of them are going to help him out from under you and kind of push you aside and let him come up and be standing.
Yeah.
And say "Dude, it's true love. It's meant to be. What do you need?" And kind of you're off to the side. And he goes, "She's getting in the way." And the 2 of them turn to you, and one of them cracks their knuckles and says, "You need to stay out of true love." And they're both standing over you. Let me see if Chad has gotten back in the game here. All right. Chad says, Zoe, look, you're right. I love David, but what I want most for him is to be happy. And what you have is true love. And we need to help you. We need to help you see that. And so the three of them are going to try and grapple with you again. Eight.
Gonna have to kill David, aren't I? Um, yeah, I got a 5, so I guess
Okay. So they haven't hurt you, but they've like boxed you in and they're moving you towards David's car.
again.
They've been set up. That's what they're going to do. Analia, it's you.
Analia is going straight for David's phone.
Okay.
Because I'm guessing, because he pulled it out, showed them, they're trying to help, and I'm going for the phone now.
Okay, so the two of them are standing over you, and David is standing. He has his phone in his hand, and then they're standing over you. So you can try and make like a called shot to his hand to knock it free, or maybe you can try and knock him over and it'll fly out of his hand, or like I don't know how you want to do it.
Analia is standing up and basically just like ignoring the two other humans because she's trying not to do any damage to anyone. She just wants the phone. And so she's just lunging for David's hand basically to get the phone. This time. Like she tried knocking him over, she tried knocking it out. Now she's just going straight for it.
Okay, well these two guys are going to try and obstruct you and stop you in any way. So what do you consider this action to be?
I'm picturing it kind of like, actually, I feel like she kind of like does one of the like stands up and lunges, like tries to kind of sneak, like basically sneak past them instead of, because she can't brute force her way through them. So she basically just tries to like quickly crawl out from under their grasp and stay low and then lunge at David and grab the phone from him. So I don't know. Like she's just like, don't get attacked. I feel like it's more of an agility thing than a like fighting or even athletics thing. She's just like, get the phone. But I guess it could also be athletics. It's definitely not fighting.
No, I mean, from what you're describing, I would say this is more of like acrobatics, I guess, trying to dodge through these guys and land an attack to knock the phone free or grab the phone. Because you're not trying to power through and you're not forceful, so it's not an attack and it's not athletics. I can't see stealth working here because they're literally standing right over you and there's no way to hide your intentions.
Smoke bomb.
That's what. That's why I was thinking agility was like just sneaky, not sneaky but fast. I don't have acrobatics, so
yeah.
That's it.
I tell you what, give me an agility check, and you're going to be at a penalty of I'm sort of seeing this as a multi-action type thing, where one action is to like dodge / evade these two guys who are trying to prevent you, stand over you, and another one is going to be to attack the phone and knock it out of his hand, if I'm understanding right, or grab it.
She's trying to grab it. She's trying to take it from him.
Okay. I mean, either way, that's still essentially an attack. So this would be the way I'm seeing this. If you want to do this all at once, that's going to be 2 actions, which means you'll take a multi-action penalty. If you just want to do kind of like the dodge and get yourself set up for doing it next time, there's still going to be a penalty, but it'll be smaller. and the penalty is basically just these two guys trying to stop you from doing that.
I'm just gonna do it all at once.
Okay.
I picture Analia is pretty hasty about this because she doesn't want it to spread further.
Okay.
So I think that's
Okay. Both of these actions are going to be. I don't want to make this impossible, but I think it's very difficult. Both of them are going to be at a -4, and I honestly feel like it should be higher than that. But I
I have a wound, so it's a -5.
Okay. So both of these are at a -5. Let's see what happens.
What did we decide the skill was?
Go ahead and just do agility. That's fine, and then the second one will be an attack.
Reroll. All right, use that last Benny. All of my dice are like trash tonight. I got a 0. AKA I rolled a 5.
Okay. The two guys seem to be like they're on it. So you're like trying to feint and dodge and duck around, and every move you make, they're right in front of you. Like
Every step I take.
yes,
Every
breath you
move
take.
you make. I don't
They'll
know
be watching me.
if you've ever played like the hallway game with a little kid, where they're trying to get by you in the hallway and you're just standing there and you've got and you're just using your legs to kind of block them out. Is that just a unique experience to me, tormenting a kid that way?
Is it like Red Rover?
No. Just like a kid who's 6 years old or younger and might be crawling or trying to get by, and you just kind of like step in their way, and then they try and go to the other side, and you step in that way because you're an adult and you know what they're going to do because you've already worked this problem out 6 steps in advance of where they are, so they just have like no chance. Or a dog that's trying to get by you, and you're doing that thing, you're boxing out with your legs. That's what they're doing, is you're trying to get by on there. They're just completely in your way. They haven't like attacked you, they haven't knocked you down or held you, but you're just not able to get past them to get up in there. So I think that's the round. Zoe, Jack of Spades. Analia, Queen of Diamonds.
Heck yes.
High numbers. Do I pull it? No. Oh, good enough. King of Hearts.
Damn it.
I was worried I was going to get the Joker. And by worried, I mean gleeful.
You were gleamful.
I was gleeful. Wow, 3 face cards. That was a pretty big pull. Okay. David goes, see, it's meant to be. And he walks away from you and the 2 guys and towards the 2 women who are coming up to see what was going on with the fight as well, holding up the phone.
No. Stop it.
Basically answering any questions they have, like, hey, what's going on? Why'd you knock her down? Or she knocked you down? Are you okay? All that sort of stuff. And he's holding up the phone, saying this is true love and not to get in the way, and here we are. The two guys are going to try and grapple with you. So give me an opposed test. Use athletics or agility is fine.
Just all of my dice hate me today, so I have no bennies, so that is a 4. Or sorry, it's a 3, -1.
Okay. 3 did better than me.
Oh.
With a 2. So you're going to they're now trying to like get into position where they can hold you down and keep you away. But while you haven't been able to get by them, they haven't been able to box you in either. So it's a little bit of a stalemate, but you're still free to move and act. No attack there. The ones that are surrounding Zoe are going to continue to move her towards the car. Zoe, I'm going to assume that you're trying to resist being hurted. Is that correct? Okay. Why don't you make a strength opposed roll with me? Adding, at your higher strength level, but then subtracting your fatigue. My number is a 6. We can't hear you. You're muted.
I just can't get ants marching out of my head. That's I got a 6.
Okay. And did I say I also had a 6?
I think so, yes.
No, I should leave the die in the tray so instead of clearing it immediately, as is per my usual. So I would say you kind of dig in and stop them a little bit. You're just moving slowly towards the car. Like you're leaning back, your feet are pressing against it, but the force is still kind of moving you forward on there. However, it is now Analia's turn. What would you like to do?
Analia is just going to try and run past these guys again. This time, like knowing that she can't, she's like, all right, I'm going to play it more cautious, which is one of her hindrances technically. But loyalty was overriding that. So now she's like, all right, I just got to get past these guys and got to get to David. So she is trying to get around them again and get to him.
Okay.
Stop him.
Make an opposed agility roll with me. Wrong die. They're not that good.
Oh. 10. Oh, 9.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll my 2.
I can't re-roll, so 9.
Oh, that's a 6, so that explodes. Oh, that's another 6.
No!
Unfair.
So that's a total of a 14. 15,
Oh,
I'm sorry, I have a +1.
We're gonna have to check the math on that. Hold on.
I was proud of my 9.
It was great. I just don't want you to get by those guys, and I still have bennies for extras, so...
I want to beat David. His ass deserves to be kicked.
I can understand, but he's shaping up to be the BBEG of the season, so I have to kind of preserve him for dramatic effect. So you aren't able to get past them. I'm not going to call that your action, but that'll be your move action. Has been trying to Red Rover, dodge around them or something like that. But you can still take an action if you'd like to take an action. Is it time to just zap some fools?
I am going to spend an alchemy point
Okay.
and make a smoke bomb and get around these motherfuckers.
Okay. Sure. Throw smoke bomb together for me with a weird science roll.
That is a 6.
Okay, that's enough for a success. You're able to quickly craft a smoke bomb using the materials you have on hand in your bag, in your purse, in your backpack. I'm sorry, we've established it's a backpack, and it'll be ready to go for the next round. But I don't think you have time to use it right now.
No, but she's basically like, well, you're not letting me around you. Guess I have to think of something else.
Okay, fantastic. And then it is Zoe's turn.
Oh my goodness. It's time for Zoe. I have to escape first, right?
Well, it depends on what you want to do here. Normally, yeah. Like if you want to have unrestricted movement and access, then you would want to try and break free first. If you have something else you're up to, you may not need to.
Like, here's the thing. If I don't have any bennies. If I drain one of these guys and it fails, I'm going to pass out. That seems suboptimal in our current situation.
It does.
Especially because this is not a very good look on a date.
Hey, in every relationship, there's someone who needs rescuing, and there's someone who does the rescuing.
But you know what?
And it can switch off, and it should, because 50-50.
So tired of hearing ants marching in my head. So I'm just going to try and grab a little something from Brian again and hope I don't die, because it's 4 to 10. We might be out of here pretty soon. You never know.
Excellent. No, I love it.
Okay, so let's find out.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to oppose this every way that I can. So let's find out what this die wants. Bad news so far. I've aced an 8.
I have a 2.
Oh, okay.
-2 is 0.
So my 11.
Can I give her a Benny somehow? Text it to her.
I don't think that you guys can outside of the same seed.
Get to us.
Zoe, you reach out with your power, trying to break through like the super glue that's filled the lock of these guys' energy, and nothing. Like, your power reaches out and slams into it and rebounds back into you, and your eyes start to flutter closed. You're losing consciousness, and you kind of stumble limp into their arms. What is the last thing, as you're blinking your eyes, that you... I'll let you get like a couple of words out, or a last image of Analia or something. How does it look?
Oh, it looks bad. Yeah, I think I look over and see whatever Analia is up to. She seems like she's holding her own. I feel really terrible about what's happened on this wonderful date. And then I look up at Brian as my eyes slowly flutter close and say, "Ants Marching is the worst song."
Got him.
My wife is a Dave Matthews Band fan, and she just came in this room and heard me say that and was staring at me stricken. I am not kidding.
You're in trouble.
What is happening?
You're in trouble.
Happy Jack's AP is causing domestic strife wherever we play.
Yep, that's our brand. That's our brand.
So Zoe's eyes flutter closed. The fight kind of goes out of her body. She kind of falls limply into the arms of the 3 cross players who are dragging her now unimpeded towards the car. I think that Analia is able to catch a glimpse of that and look over and see that happening, and turn back. And I think we're going to cut there with everyone on a cliffhanger, with the gentleman out in the park in the middle of the city looking at this strange new app.
Can we at least know if they got her text with the pin?
They did, and Benton said, "I don't know, what's this emoji? I don't understand."
I don't understand the emoji, but I do understand a pin, for God's sakes. But who knows where in the city we are from where they are? So that's a whole other matter.
I'll say currently what's showing up on your phone is Fae's.
Right. Oh boy.
Go ahead.
Oh no! I was just gonna say, so that the pin hasn't propagated into that app yet. If it...
Okay. All right. Great. Thanks, Silas.
My wife wanted to clarify, as though this makes any difference whatsoever. They're a jam band.
I don't. What does that mean?
Which is what I think the last thing you hear that Brian says as you flutter into unconsciousness.
Jam bands.
And fade to black.
Oh boy.
All right. Then I think that that's going to wrap us up for tonight. And please join us next week for our season finale. That is not going to the places that I thought it was going to. So I hope you enjoy the journey as much as we are. And as you can see, we love to have a good time and laugh and joke around here. This has been Pembroke Investigations on the Happy Jacks Actual Play Network. You can check out any of our past episodes at happyjacks.org/shows. Or if you don't like to have fun and hang out with intelligent people who tell puns and tell a fantastic story, you can look up one of the other games at happyjacks.org/games. But you're really missing out on the best one, as we all know.
Oh, my.
That's right. See, we're about to end, so I can now talk some smack.
We had a lot of people in here tonight.
But please, we hope you had a good time, and we'd love to see you back. And we hope you enjoyed yourself, because we certainly did. I'm going to go around the table and give everyone an opportunity to do a little bit of introduction for themselves. I apologize to anyone watching at home because I've closed that stream, so it'll be in an order that makes sense to me, but not necessarily to you. I'm going to go ahead and start, actually this time, with Blythe.
Oh, this is sorry for and realization that Lego Batman is actually great, right?
Yes, absolutely. I'm abasing myself. Here is my tummy. Lego Batman forever.
Clip it out, everyone. Heard it here from Nick Levy. No.
Oh God, that's gonna happen, isn't it? Okay.
Sorry.
Quick,
yes.
It has one joke that I love and that I do want to watch again, but I only want to watch this one clip, and that is where they go over all the history of the Batman and they do the little Lego diorama of each of the little vignettes of the eras of Batman. Brilliant. Love that part. Tummy. The rest of the movie, not a fan. Lego Batman forever.
All right. I have been Blythe, everyone. Heard it here from Nick Levy. This is the Lego Batman stream you've been watching. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at BlytheColin93. You can find me on Twitch at BlytheColin93. I've been making an active effort to stream more. I think I'm streaming tomorrow night because tonight is Masked Singer and I don't want to get spoiled. You can also find me on YouTube at BlytheColla or BlytheColla93. I don't talk about Lego Batman that much, but maybe I should start. I'm starting to think I should defend it a little more on Twitter because it clearly needs its hero. It needs the hero it deserves.
Well played. Well played. I'm going completely random on this, so we're going to go to Jay.
Hey, everybody. Jay here, Jay Holtham. You can find me on the socials at Jay Holtham in all the usual places. You can also find me over playing some games over at 12-Sided Stories and other times playing other games with other people who might be here. But I don't know what has been announced, so I'm not going to say anything more than the cryptic things that I have said. Also, I have never seen Lego Batman, but apparently I will do it before next week so that I can be informed and have an opinion as to how wrong Nick is. Thank you.
Fair enough. Jason.
Hi. I'm Jason at It's Probably Okay on Twitter and Twitch. I do some No Man's Sky streaming on Wednesdays and Sundays, and on Friday I do No Man's Sky stream with Sam DeLev, where we just have Friday Fly Day, and it's very chill and fun. And Saturday mornings on that channel, we're all about to start up a new stream, which Jay was alluding to. It will be a Star Wars RPG using a hacked up demigods version, which actually fits Jedi pretty darn well. It is going to be GM'd by Blythe. and a few of us are going to be there. There's going to be an announcement tweet going out tomorrow. So you heard it here first. Star Wars on It's Probably Okay. Saturday mornings, 10 to 1. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And other than that, this is my only Happy Jack show right now. So well, who knows? Thanks.
Cool. And that starts Saturday?
This Saturday is session 0. So if you like a world building session, definitely tune in because it's a bunch of very cool people and me. So it's
excellent. And Emily, please bring us home.
My name is Emily Vanderwerf, and I was not asked to take part in the Star Wars Jedi Gods, and neither was Nick. So got a lot to think about.
I always
there.
feel so bad making these announcements.
It's okay.
I can't have all of my friends in every game.
I'm also in the Great American Witch game every other Monday. In fact, on Monday will be our finale, so I have 2 finales next week. And then I have a game coming up on Happy Jacks that I will be GMing in the near future, and Jason is not invited. You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/EmilyVDW, and that helps you keep up with all my nonsense.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I will see if I can figure out how I can watch the new Star Wars show. I mean, even if I had been asked, I work Saturdays, so I wouldn't have been able to play. But you know, it's nice to be asked, don't you think?
It is nice to be asked.
That's what I thought too. Anyway, no more knives in the gut for our dear friend. Thank you for joining us. We hope you had a wonderful time. We'll see you next week for a finale, and stay safe out there.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for